Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. There's no Met game tonight, so you'll have my mostly undivided attention. This week's episode is sponsored by Patreon member Will Byrne. I was under the impression that the MA4 division was created just for him. I was wrong, and I am sorry. We've got a lot to cover this week with New York Team Challenge Finals, the first DisCap Flex, and Randy's kind of prognostications, among other things. I could just read the results and knock this out in 15 minutes, but where's the fun in that? Fortunately, we've got Randy, Alex, Tim, Evan, Corey, Joe, and Jaimen to help put some details to the numbers. We've also got a special guest tonight. He's the OG Skip Ace winner from back in 2022, and he was in the lead this year until the most recent event. Without any evidence to back it up, I'm going to say he's responsible for more of Corey Cook's losses on the disc golf course than anybody else. Welcome back to the podcast, Brian Bickersmith.
I'm pretty sure I still got a lead on total points over there at Skip Ace, bud.
Total points, but, you dropped two.
We've had 3 events.
Hey, You played in the Flex this week and New York Team Challenge this past weekend. We're going to hear all about that, but I got to ask Randy a question before we get going. Randy, when you were commenting on the amount of trees being cut down at Blatnick, did you have any idea what was going to happen?
No, I had no idea what was going on. The only correlation, it seemed like they were on disc golf holes, but they were also on, I would say, drainage areas. So maybe it had nothing to do with disc golf.
I know it's kind of old news now, but do you have any thoughts on it?
It's lame. That's my main thought, I guess. Even though, Blatnick doesn't get a ton of traffic, but the town basically saying that the upkeep was too much. I don't know how 0 is too much. So pretty crazy that was the reasoning. But of all the courses we could lose, I think Blatnick is okay. So yeah, we're lucky it wasn't, JPark or something crazy like that.
What's the nearest course to Blatnick?
CPS is basically down the street. It's like 10 or 12 minutes away, something like that. So, if you live in that area, you've got CPS. You've also got Hazard Creek's not super far away. I feel like there's got to be something else, but you've got 2 good courses, at least in the summer.
Okay. Doesn't it not get played that much throughout the year anyway, once the grass kind of grows in?
Yeah, literally after April, there's no reason to go because your disc is just gone if you lose it in the tall grass. And like I said, the town really doesn't mow any of it. So, yeah.
I think it would get played a lot more if it was actually maintained. We'd actually have good tee pads and people would be out there playing a lot. I know when we did work on it prior to the tournament that Saturday, there was a ton of people out there playing when I finished my round. I was very surprised to see almost every hole had somebody playing on it. And I was quite amazed. So I think it could draw a ton of numbers if it actually was maintained and there were tee pads. I think it would be a very popular course.
Well, that and Blatnick is probably the most unique course in the area because it is so open. I can't think of another course where, 15 of the holes or whatever the number is are completely wide open, nothing to hit.
Yeah, if you mowed it strategically and added white stakes, you've got a pretty cool course. It would be a great course to practice if you were going to go to Fox Run or something like that, where you need to be precise, think about the wind, all that stuff. Blatnick was where I would go to practice for Maple just to get some experience with, downhill and, wind coming across your shots. So it is kind of lame for it to go.
I heard a rumor that it might not be gone completely.
Okay.
It's closed now, but maybe there might be something for it in the future.
If you look at the baseball fields that surround the course, they're not very taken care of either. So I just don't know how much they're willing to do to maintain much more grounds than baseball fields.
You mean develop a landfill?
The only thing I thought that was weird was the course just got into playable condition. Why not wait until, it's overgrown, then be like, okay, we're done with it. Give another month or so, or just say, hey, this is the last month for it, or last couple months. I don't know how long until it gets unplayable, but that would be my only interjection. So we had a lot going on this past week. So why don't we just work our way through the week? We talked about prospect dubs on Monday with Evan. So Corey, what about J-dubs this past Tuesday? How'd that go?
Yeah, we had week 2 of the point series. We were playing J South. Forecast was looking a little sketchy with some rain, but it was kind of moving later on into the evening. We had 19 people show up, which is great because you don't have to have any 5 or 6 sums. But once again, I think now we're 2 for 2 in the season. And last year it was crazy too with it. But we had another playoff this time between Justin Muccelli and Trent Mandriza playing off against Harry Lehman and James Scow. Only took 1 hole, but Justin and Trent took that win. Tom Hutchison hit the cash CTP on hole 2 worth $19. We did get a little bit of rain, and I think forgot whose card I was on, but it happened at the worst time. We were literally on hole 36, like had just thrown our drives, and then it started raining out pretty good, and it finished as soon as we finished hole 36, which I think was our second to last hole. But after that, we all kind of like hung out on the pavilion and kind of bullshitted, and then the skies really opened up. So the drive out of the park was pretty sketchy with rain and lightning, but yeah, season's going along pretty good.
It was you and Tim and me and Joe Diskolka.
Oh yeah, that shit sucked.
And I didn't hang out, so on the drive home, I was treated to a pretty epic lightning storm. It was wild.
It's one of those drives where like you're almost a quarter expecting to like drive into a tree as it fell down across the road. So after 2 weeks, your top three for the point series is Brian Bickersmith in first with 35
Let's
points.
go.
Harry Lehman in second with 33, and Justin Muccelli in third with 29.
Was that a factual statement, though? I speculated. Do you think he is responsible for most of your losses on the disc golf course?
If there was one person,
Yeah.
If not all of them.
yeah, probably.
Okay. I just figured just by repetition, he had to beat you a couple times.
Yeah.
All right. That's Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, we got Skylands doubles at Warwick. Looks like a tie for first. Elijah Morgan and Arson tied with Rob Valecki and Sean Comer at -7. These are UDisc results, so no tiebreakers are shown. Kisco Dubs had 9 folks. It was very cold and very windy. They played shorts with a long 2. Liam Gislason and Andrew Fishkin came in second with a -2. Nate Stewart and Patrick Rowan took it down at a -7. MV won a CTP on hole 16. On Wednesday, Stonykill. Alex and Randy, you both played?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Who wants to talk about that?
Not me. I'm kidding.
Randy and I both had some pretty good rounds. Randy was playing with Alan Ketzer, and I was playing with Joe Jelly, classic Stonykiller, and Alan also plays a lot of Stonykill doubles. Jelly and I played really well. We gave ourselves a lot of 30-foot putts and missed 5 or 6 of them and still ended up with 9 down, so we felt pretty dang good about that. Yeah, 9 down was enough to win it, so felt pretty good there.
Randy only at 8. You guys weren't on the same card, I assume?
No.
No, I was excited to play with Alan. The last time I played with him, we won and I hit the ace. So I was like, all right, we're doing this again. And then we start off with just like a 30-footer on hole 13. And it's like a little windy or whatever. And his like hits the ground right near the basket and rolls all the way down the hill. And I'm like, surely this can't happen again. And I put my putt up and it hits what I thought was the inside of the back side of the cage, like in the bucket, but it was like teetering and it flipped itself out the back and rolled all the way down the hill. So we started with a bogey and then we played awesome and then we lost by 1 stroke. So
that ace could have been a tie or a win, depending on the hole.
I should have aced.
To be fair, I think Randy did come home with a CTP, which resulted in him getting significantly more cash than I did for the night.
Was it significant?
Like I got 25 total. You got like 25 for
Oh yeah,
the CTP.
I took like $47 home.
Yeah, then another 20 for the win. So yeah, significant in doubles terms at least.
Yeah. No, I get you. All right, looks like there was a 4-way tie for third place. Chris Myers, Sam Richter, Dennis Daly and Mindy Potts, Josh Weinstock and Justin Hickok, and Tyler Lagerwall and Adam Nelson all shot -7. That was the first or second week?
Third week.
Third
week.
Doubles.
Look at that. Crazy.
Joe Jelly has won all 3 weeks so far.
Also on Wednesday, Shannon Taha Dubs. Joe, did you play Shannon Taha Dubs this week?
Yes, I did.
How'd that go?
Not the greatest round, but it was fun just to be out there playing. I was just looking at the scorecard for it. Birdied the hardest holes and didn't really do great on the easier holes, but tied for 9th. Played with Noah Fry. Don't really have much else to say. There was quite a matchup. Our team, Bobby Hallam and Levi, we ended up passing them after like 4 holes and saw them. And I go, are you guys on the same team? They go, yeah. And Levi was like, well, it was totally random because we're just picking chips because Jeff was on vacation and Bobby was running it. So he brings poker chips and we pick that way. And Levi and Bobby, 2 of the best players that play on Wednesdays, got matched up together. And yeah, I didn't make any money. So
do you know who won?
Bobby and Levi tied Charles Gordon and Jacob Bethel at -11. I'm not sure they even did a playoff.
That's cool. Yeah.
It seemed like when we finished, everybody was kind of clearing out. So Bobby and Levi are at the top of the leader card, but I don't know if they actually did a playoff or not.
All right. Alex, didn't you guys have OKDGC the first time on Thursdays? How'd that go?
We would have, but unfortunately the weather was very bad. And we just had myself, my mom, and Travis Bashore come out. So we decided to do a little bit of work on the course, what we could while it was cold and wet and rainy and everything. and then call it a day. But next week, as in, the day this comes out, knock on wood, things should be some better weather, and we should get things going that way.
Nice. Disc Beat Club looks like Mark Stryker came in third, Sparky Spalding in second, and Kevin Kroenke was your winner for the week. That puts him in a tie for fourth overall with Jim Robertson. Jim Burns is in third place, Dan Pupke in second, and Mark Stryker with the early season lead in the Disc Beat Club. Okay, so then Friday we had the Flex, the DisCap Flex, which, again, a lot of people here played. Where was this one at? Voorheesville?
Thacher Park.
Thacher Park.
Thacher,
okay.
yeah.
Thacher in Voorheesville, New York. Mike Schwartz, tournament director, had 91 players and a lot of division. Looks like FA3 was won by Brandy Hudson. MA3, I don't see Tim or Evan in MA3, so I could just read the results. MA3, Mixed Amateur 3, looks like Matthew Crisoli won that by 2 strokes over Todd Lawrence and 3 strokes over Nathan Farley. MA2, which Mike Warner? We got Highland Mike Warner shot a -4 to beat Ryan Travis 148.343 by 2 strokes. Brandon Klein by 2 strokes. Patrick Jeffries by 2 strokes. And Mark Davidson, they all shot -2, but behind Highland Mike Warner. Marcia Focht won the FA60 division, marking how many wins? Anybody want to take a guess?
125.
205.
1, 2, 3. Win number 123. Over in the MA60 division, looks like there was a tie between Peter Cornish and John Furman. Both shot -10. And I assume no playoffs since this is a flex, right? So they will just be tied in perpetuity. Mindy Potts won the FA50 division. Shot a -3. Heck yeah. I know a bunch. Okay, we're getting towards you guys. Okay. Robert Virginia, no relation to Robert California, shot an even par to win the MA50 division. Lisa L., I'm assuming Lisa Lundquist, won the FA40 division, Women's Amateur 40. And Joe, looks like you and Tim played the MA40 division. How'd your round go?
I hadn't played Thacher in almost a year, so I wish I gotten a little warm up on it. But I feel like I played well. It was a nice day. It was beautiful out. I'm happy to be out on a Friday afternoon. I feel like I did pretty well. There was definitely a couple holes I'd like back. Yeah, hole 1 threw a nice drive. Could have hyzered it a little bit more, gotten it closer, had a 40-foot putt. First hole, I decided not to run it, so I gave it a little bit of a bid, but not enough to put it in. Took the par. Hole 2 is a hole I typically overthrow by like 40 feet, so I decided to tone it down and made a good choice. Put it about 10 feet from the pin, got the bird. Hole 6 is a pretty narrow, tight, short throw, and it was a little right, hit some trees, kicked me right. And before the trees even start, so I was standing in grass with just a row of about 100 trees in the way. Didn't really have much to go on. Did the best I could, but didn't really get it halfway to the pin and had to take a bogey on that one. Hole 7's pretty open, just hyzer shot, probably about 15 feet from the pin. Putted that in for a bird. 9's a pretty straightforward shot. 10 as well. Both of those were nice drives. I just didn't get close enough to get a birdie putt. Hole 11 is a tough hole. The tee box from Blues it's a pretty narrow drive through. I threw a nice drive. I thought I made it through, and there was a tree back there I just didn't see behind another tree. Kicked me left pretty much at the short tee box with not a lot to work on. I just kind of laid one out into the fairway and then proceeded to finish the hole. Took a bogey on that. Hole 12, great drive. I wasn't in the best position after my second throw to put it in for birdie. I had some shrubbery in the way, so took a par on that. Hole 13, 14, got a birdie. 13, I just didn't have the best drive. I was probably about 40 feet away and laced my putt in dead center. Felt good as soon as I let it go. Hole 14, threw my T-bird 3, ripped it right up the middle, faded out just before the set of trees, and had about a 10-foot putt for bird. Hole 15, terrible throw. Let go early and high, ended up in the woods. I had almost nothing to work with there, and just chucked out pretty much a roller as best I could, probably about 60 feet from the pin. Laid it up, took the bogey. Hole 16, there's a big concrete slab kind of in the way, and released the disc. Felt great coming out of my hand, but I was just slightly right and hit some of the bushes, which dropped me right under the bush. Didn't allow me to get much of a run up for my second shot. Threw my third shot about 20 feet from the basket and missed the putt. So took a bogey on that, and then I looked at the scores. I was the last player in my division to finish, so kind of knew where I stood. But the first time I looked at my scores was when I got to hole 18's tee box, and saw that I was in a 3-way tie and said, all right, well, let me see if I can birdie this and take solo second, and proceeded to hit the first available, kick me left and down the hill with not much to go on, grabbed my most stable pig and chucked a real high hyzer up there and put it within like 3 feet of the pin, took the par and walked out with a 3-way tie for second place. Also saw Porcupine on hole 18, kind of followed him from 17 basically to where my first drive landed, and then he kind of moseyed off out into the woods, but it's kind of cool to see.
What about your round, Tim? How'd that go?
Was all right. Greg, is it lay or lie? For anybody that knows.
I say lie, but I'm not sure. I don't really know, though.
All right. I was on the card with Greg Lai, Eric Canine, and Ethan Hatters. And we had a pedestrian with us who walked with us, and that was Jaimen. So we started off and, had a good card. Ethan showed us why he is, Ethan Hatters. And both Eric and Greg hadn't played with him before, so we're on the first tee when he ripped, I think he threw a T-bird or an eagle or something like that off the tee, and everyone else is throwing a 12 speed, and he goes 50 feet past the basket. They all had no idea what Ethan could do, so that was fun to watch. But as far as my round, it was I've recently started adding a little bit more distance to my throws, so on holes 2 and 3 the past few years that playing Thacher, I've used a higher speed disc, so I'm now using a lower speed, and I'm still going 45 feet past the basket, so that's a thing I have to adapt to. Other than that, I made a bunch of stupid mistakes. Bad putting the first few holes kind of put me into a hole, and then around hole 10? Hole 10 is the whole fairway is like a teardrop in between the parking lots. I had a 35-foot putt under a tree, and I was able to hit that. And that kind of helped me get the confidence back with the putter. But yeah, no, I played a very up and down round. Had the worst shot I think I've had in months on hole 16. I think I went 15 feet off the tee, straight out of bounds. The disc landed close to, that's the middle of 14's fairway. I just twisted, grip locked, and threw it into two fairways away. So I took a nice bogey there, but ended the round with a nice 55-ish foot putt to get birdie and bring me back to even. And Ethan, Eric, and Greg all were a great card to play with. For as good as Ethan is, it was very interesting to watch him miss 3 or 4 C1 putts just because he thought he had it and just, chained out a little bit and missed some putts. So we kept chatting and razzing each other a little bit on shots and stuff. So, but it was a good card. A lot of fun.
Any truth to the rumor that Jaimen was scouting you for potential team shift next year, Jaimen?
Oh, that would be, no.
That's a hard pass.
I've always kind of looked at my own rounds and tried to make hay out of my mistakes and see how I can improve on stuff. And I know I don't play the flexes, but it's always kind of nice to go down and hang out with people. So I figured, hey, this would be a good opportunity to follow somebody else and just kind of see if I can do what I do for myself for other people. And the flexes seemed like a good time to do that. And Tim really likes stats. And so I figured he would be a good guinea pig. So I asked him if I could tag along, and he was game for it.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun to have Jaimen because he through the ground, he's like, you threw this shot. Why didn't you look here? And then you're like, oh, you might need to take 10 more seconds to look at all the different lines and all the different lanes that you're throwing to give yourself a better opportunity. So it was nice to have him on the card. And, Jaimen's always good to talk to about stuff. So, and also him and Ethan get along really well. So there was no awkwardness with anybody else. Everybody was chatting. So it was a good time.
He doesn't make you nervous at all playing?
What's funny is I thought he would when he asked me. I'm like, I'm probably going to try too hard. I'm probably going to try to impress him. And no, that didn't happen. I don't know if it's just I'm getting more confident in my game or whatever it was, but no, I didn't have any pressure. I didn't think it was a good round, but I never got down on myself. I never felt the pressure. It was nice to just shoot even because I was hoping to shoot my rating, and I figured +1 was going to be my rating, but it ended up being even. So I was happy to do that. The weather wasn't bad, so it was a nice day.
Nice. For me, it's not about trying to impress him so much as not look like a buffoon in front of him.
It's 100% me. I played around one time with this is a few years ago with Daryl Metton, and it's not that I was trying to impress him, but I was trying to be shoot good shots, so I wasn't just a random doubles partner that he had that was being crappy. And after 4 bad shots, he goes, stop trying to impress everybody on the card and just throw your disc. And it's one of those things I think about sometimes when I'm like, why am I shanking this so bad? It's because I'm trying to be better than I am. Just shoot the shot that you got and move on.
Especially in like a dubs round, if you play within yourself, if you're playing 18 holes with somebody and they're really good, like 15, 16 of the holes, you might not even use your shot, but the one or two times that it's needed could be a big deal, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, agreed.
You know, yeah, just keep hitting the fairways.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it's easier said than done with me, but
well, it's for anybody, Pat. It's not. It's you got to stay within your own head and be able to. Mm-hmm. I played doubles with Jason, and every shot was Harry Lehman goes to me, "Oh, you've got the green light now. You think I was able to ever hit any of those lines?" Mm. So I get you. I understand. Playing your best game.
Exactly. You, Terry, and Joe all tied it even for second place. David Swain shot a -8 though to win the MA40 division. Evan, you didn't play.
No, I'd signed up. I ended up having to drop out. Thought I could make it work, but Fridays I bring my daughter to gymnastics every week. So I would have had to leave work earlier than I anticipated, and it didn't work out. So, but that's okay. I'm proud of these guys for doing well.
Heck yeah. I mean, I think you would have shot like one or two down though, took them all. But I'm just
we'll never know.
Yeah, or you would have smoked some weed and hit the first tree 2 feet in front of you. But that's that's a
allegedly.
Different story. Well, yeah, allegedly. All right, Alexis White won FA1. Moving over to MA1, looks like tie for third place. Joseph Goyette the fourth and Matt Sharp shot -3, and a tie for first place. John Tamarino and Josh Lee shot -6. Greg Kurtz won the MP60 division, shot a -10. Charles Carpenter Jr. the third won MP50 with a -11. And Brian, you played MP40. How'd that go?
It went all right. I really like Thacher Park now with the changes that they've made. The actual cement tee pads and a couple of the holes have been improved. It's kind of a legit option now to go up there and toss around. So I got up there a couple times ahead of the flex because that's what you do. And, started my round kind of chill, had a fun card. I did start warming up around hole 3, got a 4-pack of birdies there, then cooled off a bit with some pars, got hole 11, some more pars, got hole 16, and then I had my worst tee shot of the round on 17, followed by my worst putt of the round to take my first bogey of the day, and then nailed the drive on 18 to finish with a par and 1 bogey, 5 down round.
Nice. And you said you played it a little bit before. How often do you play, though, normally, this course?
Twice a year.
Okay. Would you play it more if it had the second tee in it?
I think they have a second tee.
I don't know how to spell Thacher.
No, the other tees.
Talking about tee shots, bud. Good try. Good try.
All right. So, well, -5, that's pretty solid. You might, I don't know if you can answer this. Did everybody play the same layout, all divisions?
Great question.
No.
The answer is no.
I know Charles played on my card, and he was MP50 off the shorts.
Okay, that's cool.
No comment.
So you played the shorts, is that why, Brian?
I played the longs.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like you got a comment there, Brian.
Yeah, I'm going to hold that comment.
Sometimes no comment is in itself a comment.
Oh, it's a comment.
But no, -5 on the longs, we must add. Not too shabby. Looks like Joe Jaskolka came in second with a -8, and Danny White is your winner with a -9. Kathleen Bemis won the FPO division. Does she want to make a comment, Randy?
No, similar no comment to Brian. She's also not talking about it.
Okay.
No, she had a great time.
No aces this time, though?
No aces, just like a boring old round.
Hey, took home some cash, though.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that ace she hit, it was worth more than mine by like a solid $100.
You had said at the time nobody else had hit. Did anybody else end up hitting?
No, she got the whole thing, and then she donated 100 of it to push the charity that NETC supports to over $1,000 donation. It's to a children's summer camp. I think it's children with either chronic or terminal illnesses. So, great cause of support. And she still took home like $588 cash after that donation. So she crushes my $500 ace from last year.
She told us all about it at J-Dubs.
Yeah.
Randy, and how, she did say, you can suck it, Randy.
So I'm not mad at all. My $500 went directly to buying a couch because she wanted to buy a couch. And then after she hit that ace, she's like, I could spend this on a really cool tattoo. And
all right, I'm going to apologize to your wife for bringing it up so that everyone has to hear that.
I'm glad that you clarified that you're definitely not mad. I think
yes, you did say you were definitely not mad. So
we're going to make a note of that in the record.
All right. Well, you played MPO. How'd that go, Randy?
It went okay. I got to play with Brian. We did not go back and forth. I think we had totally different rounds. I started off with like a 25-footer on hole 1, and there was just a single tree in the way. So I had to, get a little weird with it, and it didn't go in. And that kind of sums up my whole front 9. I think I had a birdie putt on like 6 holes within like 25 to 35 feet. None of them went in until hole 9, which was like a windy 35-footer, and, pured it. So thought I was warmed up after that, and I was wrong. I still missed a bunch more putts, but really happy to shoot bogey free. I got 4 birdies. Wish I could take back a few of those putts, but not to beat up. At first, when the round ended, it said it was like 918 rated, and I was like, wish I had all of those putts back, but then it settled out at like 943. So it was just a mediocre day for me, but it was nice to get out there. And I love playing Thacher. I kind of play there a lot. I played on Monday with the kids and shot like 7 or 8 down. So it's in there somewhere. Just couldn't do it that day.
I got you. All right. And Corey, you played as well. How'd that go?
Yeah, I warmed up for my round by spending 3 hours sending text messages for Lost JPark Disc. And then after burning myself out on that, I decided that I would just get to the park like 2 hours early for my round. It was a nice day. I finally got my GTO that I've owned for 12 years and put 10,000 miles on. I finally got that back on the road. So it was a great excuse to just drive up to Thacher Park and hang out.
Didn't you sell like 2 cars recently?
Yeah, but I got a couple more in the back, for a sunshiny day. But yeah, I mean, I don't play Thacher much at all either. I mean, the last times I played it, I think was for the last Flex. Well, I got 1 practice round in prior to the event, but yeah, usually it's a lot windier up there. And that day it was pretty mild at 4 o'clock when we teed off. So there's a couple holes you kind of like play the wind or play with the wind. So when there's no wind, you kind of have to adjust. And I had a rough putting day. I've been having this struggle where I'm like hitting the top of the basket, of the cage kind of nose up, and it just like kind of bounces back at me. So I'm not putting as hard as I probably should. So through the front 9, picked up like 4 birdies. I'm hoping to get maybe more like 5 or 6 in that stretch. Before even getting there that day, we know that Jack Fruchter finished with an 11 down, so that was the mark to beat. And I thought that would be pretty hard to get to. Starting the back 9, hole 10 is probably the toughest birdie to get. It says it's 380, but it's a low ceiling and a high floor shot because you kind of have to like throw over this mound. And I duffed it right into the side of this thing. It's probably like 100 feet up the fairway, if that. So that's where I took my first bogey on another missed putt after a pretty good approach. And coming down the backstretch, I picked up a few more birdies. My one goal was to really just like not throw a bad round. I'm hoping to hit the 970 milestone for the first time this next update. So I just wanted to not have a bad round. Then we get to hole 18 and kind of seeing how the scores are shaking out. It's like, oh, actually not having that bad of a round. And 18 is just like, if you're bogey free and you get to 18, you're quaking in your boots because anything could happen. You could easily take a 5 on that hole. Had a tough drive. Kind of kept me in the middle though, and then I had a rough approach that got me to circle's edge, and just like at FDR, I had nothing to lose, so I just tossed this shot up and drained the 50-foot putt for par. So I finished 7 down in a tie for 4th place with Kyle Hirsch.
Did you play with him during the round?
Oh, yeah. Played with Kyle Hirsch, Troy Moran, who was playing MPO, and then Tom Hutchinson, who was playing MA1.
So just so you know, you could say you played tags even if you didn't, because they wouldn't have changed hands.
Yeah, I could get that round count up. So I might have only been a $20 payout, but I'm also happy to say that my cash streak to the season is now 4 for 4.
Ooh, now you don't count like last year, or can they roll over a cash streak?
Only if I finished the year with a cash. Ooh, I did actually. Hang on, wait a second.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm on like a 6-event cash streak right now. Oh, that Corey stock is so hot. But yeah, it was a great day. Thanks for Mike for running these. I know people that can't play weekend events really appreciate it. As you can see by 90 people playing, or 91 or whatever.
91, yeah, that's impressive for a Friday.
Yeah.
Does anybody know offhand the latest tee time?
I think it was 4:30 or 4:40.
Yeah,
okay.
4:40.
Mm-hmm.
So that's before 5 o'clock. So I mean, even if you're going to work most of the day, you're going to have to take off some time probably to hit that. So that's impressive to get 91 people to do that. Yeah, it looks like Azariah Carr-Trek came in 6th, shot a -6. Kyle and Corey tied for 4th at -7. Bobby Hallam in third at -9. Not showing a payout for him. Is he trying to keep his amateur status? Does anybody know?
He must.
Yeah, he
that's for
is.
sure.
I think he's going to Worlds this year out in Buffalo.
Oh, which we should actually mention in a second or two. Trey Vasari came in second place, shot a -10. And as Corey mentioned earlier, with a -11, your winner for the first flex of the year in the MPO division, Jack Fruchter. So this was the first flex. Do we know when the second flex is and where? Is that the Minekill one?
I believe it's 5-1.
So just under a month.
And it is Minekill, yes.
Yeah, it's May 1st, Minekill.
Uno de Mayo. All right. Brian mentioned Amateur Worlds in Buffalo, Alex. Do you have an update on that?
Nothing new. I officially got my email saying you are invited, which is great.
Isn't that literally something new, Alex? You can't leave with nothing new, and they'd be like, "Oh, but I got my invite."
Well, here's the thing. They posted the list of who was invited already. So the email was just, like a direct thing. I already knew I had the threshold to get there. I already knew that I was on the list. So the email there's no new information in the email.
Yeah, but did Rob Weiss in Mississippi know prior to this coming out that Alex Potts is in?
I mean, he could have.
Oh, if he's sniping the spreadsheet that's getting passed around.
It's like that information is public and out there that he could have had it.
But he would have had to look for it.
He would have had to look for it. It's true. It's true.
So what's the next step? What are we waiting on?
The next step is, so they do the priority registration. So it's like the people who are really good at disc golf but are still playing AM for some reason, they get first crack at it. Then there's like the top players from each state get second crack. And then I think it goes to all the scrubs like me who are across the points threshold. But that means I think it's the end of the month that registration will open up for me. The only thing left to do is, make sure I'm paying attention and don't end up 20th on the wait list like I did for Green Mountain Championship.
Yeah.
Or not Green Mountain, but Brewster Ridge Open.
All right. That's good. Good to know. I mean, keep us updated. Keep us informed.
Will do.
A couple other things to look forward to. We mentioned the DisCap Flex 2 at Minekill. Registration is also open for the DisCap Flex 3 on Friday, June 19th at Central Park, Schenectady. Registration is full for the 80K Discs Presents Wing It and Sling It Open at Dove Creek, sponsored by Visit Montgomery County on Saturday, April 18th. There is no wait list, but I bet Terry Hudson would love to hear from anyone still trying to get in. And April 25th is a big day for tournaments with April Showers 20, Mighty Go 19, and the 4th annual Riverside Rambler in Port Jervis. Still room in all 3 tournaments. Joe, you mentioned there's the 420. Is that a Dubs thing?
Yeah, sure is.
And that's on the 19th, I think you said?
Yeah. Sunday the 19th at Wild West Ranch. I believe it is now full, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's full at this point. It's always a fun time. I think this is the 3rd year Greg's done the 420 tournament. Always has great player packs, and it's usually a good feel there, good vibes. A lot of good fun players show up for it. A little more chill environment. You can go out there and don't have any sanctioned rules to follow. So
nice. Anything else up that way in the next month or two?
Don't you have your Glens Falls Senior Center or whatever that is?
Yep, I was just going to say that there was just a post about that. I'm not sure what the date is. Did you catch that, Brian?
No.
Mother's Day weekend, I think I read.
May 9th.
Yep, I'll believe Brian, May 9th. There's that, and then the weekend after the 420 fling is the 2026 NATGT qualifier at Wild West Ranch. I have to make a correction because last time I was on, I said it was Wild West and 1,000 Acres. It's not going to be 1,000 Acres because the course is just not ready yet. They had quite a bit of ice flow go over it again and still waiting for some water to recede. So it's just going to be 2 rounds at Wild West on the 26th.
Was that the one where it lost a lot of baskets because of the water?
Yes. We went out and pulled a ton of baskets prior to winter actually hitting, and we left a couple that we thought were not going to be a chance at whatsoever to be a problem, and those are the ones that actually got hit the worst.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there was I believe 3 or 4 baskets that got just crushed over. A couple of them were able to be salvaged by taking some from one and putting it on another, but there was definitely a couple poles that needed to be completely replaced. This year we removed all of them, so that shouldn't be an issue unless it hits like the sleeves in the ground, a big ice chunk or something like that. Then might have to replace one of those. But yeah, we're looking forward to that course opening up soon, though. I love it there. So
heck yeah,
I think that's it for.
Okay, Evan, you played Prospect Dubs just tonight. How'd that go?
Went well. It was a little chilly, but Jay decided not to cancel on account of chilly. It was windy too. Also windy for the first half of the round. And another cool thing about doubles tonight was that Jay tried out another new idea of his, which is CTP flags with a QR code. So if you get CTP, you just scan that, put your name into a website. You don't have to sign up, and then that's how it tracks CTP. I didn't get to try it because I didn't have the CTP, but seemed like a cool idea.
That literally came. We had a CTP issue at JPark where someone lost the bag that had the index card and the pen in there. So Jay wrote his name on the flag and moved it. And then just after that, there was a post on Reddit where somebody was talking about digitizing CTPs. And this was I don't know, Wednesday morning or something. Yeah, it was literally Wednesday morning. And in 3 hours, Gorsaz messaged me a link to a new dgctp.com app that he created to handle digital CTPs and stuff for leagues.
Yeah, I said it's just another thing he's adding to his portfolio that maybe will eventually get purchased by
private
somebody.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't understand the point of this one, to be honest, but it seems cool.
It is still a physical flag, right?
Yep,
it has a QR code.
A flag, and then the QR code was printed on I guess I would describe a small kind of styrofoam-ish square, so the flag was kind of stuck through it.
Yeah. Okay. I was worried it was GPS off your phone for distance, and I was like, "There's no way this is accurate enough to do it."
And again, I didn't try it, but I guess you scan the QR code, it goes right to the website. You put your name and how far roughly, but it goes as a list. So the next person, if they're closer, their name is next. So by definition, you would think they'd be closer. Yeah, neat idea. Probably not necessary, but
it'll be nice at least when we're playing J East and I tell someone, hey, you're the last one to play this hole, make sure you bring the flag in, and they don't.
Oh, I guess if you don't bring in the list of names, you've got it. You can see it. That's a good point.
Yeah, I see that. It's just like CTP. I feel like whenever I'm the one filling out the CTP flag, I already feel rushed and kind of annoyed. Scanning a QR code and then filling out a website, I guess it's nice that I can take it with me while I'm walking, but also sounds more rushed and more annoyed.
I think so you would just move the flag and then beam the QR code, and it takes you right to the league page. You just put your name and then hit submit.
Yeah, I understand how it works.
Oh.
Jaimen, I think you're supposed to gloat the entire time you're doing the flag, not feel rushed.
Well, we must have never met. But yeah, no, I don't know.
We'll see.
I balk every time I see a QR code menu, so I'm not the target audience.
I'm with you on that too. And when he explained it to us all before we started, he said, just scan the QR code, put in your social security number, and it'll, yeah. But apparently, again, I didn't test it myself, but it was apparently pretty easy to use. So,
and I'm pretty sure it's only the last four of your social.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, like anything.
Mother's maiden name.
Yeah,
but Dubs was cool. I got to play with Riley. I'd never played with him before. Lefty, who threw super far and was a really good putter. And then the other team was Josh Lee and Rob Gersman. It was windy for the first half, and Riley and I think we shot 6 down, and I think Josh and Rob were 8 down. But it looks like the winning team tonight was Dennis Daly and Adam Nelson at 14 down. They beat B. Klein and Jay Gorsage by 3 strokes.
I played with a guy this weekend that could throw pretty far and could putt pretty well. Never seen that before.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
I don't know
cool.
if that's a sideways compliment, but Evan played really well this weekend at Wilcox. That's the best I've seen you play, other than the one I made a joke about earlier where you hit the tree that was 10 feet in front of you.
I did do that.
But it cost you the par round, so, that's on you. But
it was still my best round on Wilcox Reds, so it was fun.
Not even about necessarily results, just smooth and straight. And I had pure confidence whenever you were putting. It was impressive. I was pretty excited about it. I wouldn't tell you that, except
no, that would go straight to my head. So
exactly.
Thank you.
This past weekend we had New York Team Challenge. The top 4 teams in no particular order: the Widowmakers, Revolution, the Wrenches, and the Goats.
Goats were the 1, Revolution was the 2, Wilcox was the 3, the Wrenches were the 4.
The Wrenches were the 4. Okay. So that means you guys played the Goats first, and the Revolution played the Widowmakers. Does anybody know anything about that first match?
Couldn't tell you.
It was close. It was a close one.
I'm trying to see here. It doesn't...
Are you looking at New York Team on the TC whiteboard? Click round 1 on the top right, or R1.
Oh, look at you. Wow, he had this all set up.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, it looks pretty close, the Widowmakers and the Revolution. Who wants to break down how does finals work when you do a head-to-head match? Isn't it like half singles, half doubles, or how's that work?
People-wise, it's like half and half. So there will be twice as many singles matches as there are doubles, roughly, if that makes sense.
So 5 doubles matches and 8 singles is the breakdown for full roster.
All right, so I'll just go over the winners then for the Widowmakers Revolution. Looks like in singles for the Widowmakers, we had Mike Smith, Chris Carlisle, and Christina Nardi. In singles for the Revolution, Tyler Calzada, Jaimen Totino, Ryan Clare.
3-3.
Yeah, 3-3 so far. In doubles, the Widowmakers Alden Slack and Emily Braun got a win. Jackson Quinn and Shane Delimitor got a win. For the Revolution in doubles, we had Levi Vadnos and Dave Hudson, Cody Canine and Logan Aikens. But the decider, I don't know if this was the decider, but for our purposes it is, Parker Cerrone and Aaron Holtby gave the Revolution a 10-8 win.
Nice job, Parker and Aaron.
Heck yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time they decided it.
This was all at Stonykill, right?
Yep.
Those are some pretty high dub scores. I see -10, -11, -10, -11. There's some good scores on that. And our other matchup, we had the Goats and the Wrenches. Brian, you're the only captain we got here. How'd that go?
Pat, I'm not going to lie. We weren't even supposed to be here.
We weren't even supposed to be there.
We ain't supposed to be here today. This is an off weekend, a free day. So, backing up a little bit, looking at that schedule that came out, we knew that Mind Kill match at Mind Kill would be pretty critical. And it was. We won that match, but we still needed a little bit of help. So special thank you goes to Parker Cerrone and Aaron Holtby, whose comeback dubs playoff win on Hole 3 Central Park versus the Burbine Beast, Tyler the Cannon Gannon and Matthew Gamache locked up that win for the Saratoga Revolution, which avoided the messy 4-way tie scenario that would have knocked us out. So thank you.
And they just won dubs to clinch it for round 1, so that's crazy. So what about going into the match? What were your thoughts?
So heading into matchups, I aimed my strategy to be a little bit more flexible than last year at finals. I had 3 guys I wanted to target for singles. I had 1 doubles team locked in, Alex and Corey, and 4 or 5 other guys I was leaning doubles with, but didn't really know how it would shake out. My only loose plan for matchups was kind of centered around getting doubles matches out early to force them to spend some of their players, and then sort of like a preset strategy with what I thought would be their opening move of the matchups. But I knew that this time around with the Goats, there was no hiding. All our players are on the table. I'm going to have to fight fire with fire to find out which flames would burn the brightest.
Oh, oh shit.
However,
Bars.
didn't exactly go that way because immediately the Goats, they didn't make the move I expected with their opening. So they threw first. They threw out a singles. I was expecting something different. I was expecting a mixed pair to get put up, and I was planning to answer it with what I had, but I didn't need to. So I pivoted back to my plan A, which was, all right, I want the ladies' dubs. So I put up the ladies' dubs. So now all the ladies are off the board.
Just to clarify, I don't know if this board is in order.
It's kind of not, but go ahead.
When you said that you were looking for one thing, who was the singles that they put out? Who was the first one? Do you remember?
They put out Millie at the top there.
Okay.
Yep.
So you knew, okay, I can match with a female. Now, how does this work with finals? So they go Millie, you respond with Melissa.
You can kind of do whatever you, you have to obviously respond with a single or doubles with, to match it up, but you can then throw a singles or doubles. It doesn't matter.
So after you put out Melissa, because that's just a response, you can do whatever you want?
Yep. And what I wanted was the ladies pair. So that's what I put out next.
So Adam and Danny, that was just because they were the next singles or...
That was the next singles. Yeah, exactly.
So you went with Alexis and Caitlin Clay.
Yep. That's our best combo of ladies, and I knew that the Goats ladies were also strong, but, like I said, we got to fight fire with fire here, so that's where I don't remember exactly the order here, but they put out Danny, I think, and we answered with Adam. Then I put up Ian, and they answered with one of their Adam S's. And then I think Jaimen and Steve were put out as the next doubles there.
Jaimen, did you know going into finals that there was a good chance you were going to play doubles, or you had no idea?
No, I had no idea.
Okay.
So here's where I had to make a call. Who am I going to put up against Jaimen and Steve? Justin Park and Brendan was a combo I was thinking about doing, so I put them up. I think I led another singles after that. Josh, I don't know. I don't remember exactly the order of some of the stuff in the middle here. But as we got a little bit further down the board, I'm looking at who they have available still, and kind of a lot of fire left in their pocket, left to spend. So they used Ethan and AB here around the time when I thought they might. That's when I decided to spend our top team, Corey and Alex, to put them to the test. So then I guess the way that the doubles shook out after that was I put up Matt and Austin. They followed with their superstars, Peter Hodge and Troy Vasari. And, I guess I'm playing with Justin, and we're getting Kyle and Jack.
Jaimen, you play with Steve Marshall. That name doesn't sound familiar. Do you play with him often?
Yeah, we've played together doubles a few times throughout this year.
How'd that go?
It was going pretty well at the beginning. We started on hole 3. I think we were up 2 going into like hole 10. Hole 10's not really a scoring separator even in dubs, so we just kind of kept it there. And then hole 11 and 12, Justin got a couple lucky kicks on some holes, and then they made some big putts from there, so they tied it back up. And then they just like kept hitting big putts. They parked 13, parked 14, and then hit like a 40, 50 footer on 15 to just kind of like keep the ball rolling. So they made a lot of big clutch putts, and we just like didn't have an answer for them. Stonykill is not a friendly course for Steve. Steve is a lefty, and being designed by somebody who primarily forehands, it does not translate well to a lefty hyzer. So there was a lot of spots where we just kind of had to use my drive, whatever we got. And, I was pretty routinely putting him at like 40 feet, which was not what we needed. We gained one back on 18, but once you get to like 1 and 2, there's not too much that you can do. So they beat us on that one. That was a pretty frustrating round, but fun to play with. Justin, on the first hole, he told us that he had just successfully defended his PhD dissertation.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, very impressive. Also, the competitor in me was like, oh shit, this guy's playing with no care in the world. And those are like the worst people to compete against sometimes because they don't have a care in the world. Like, all of the stresses that he's been dealing with kind of melted away. So he was at a mental advantage. But no, they played super well. Brennan was hitting putts when they needed to. He's got that weird little like floaty putt that you put in. He puts it in like the back of the basket. He did that a couple times, and they were just hitting everything that they needed to, and we didn't really have much of an answer.
Yeah, it looks like they tied Peter Hodge and Troy Vasari for the hot round of the day. Any truth to the rumor that Justin Park's PhD dissertation was on flat Earth?
Yes. Yeah. He chose the right time to be alive.
Exactly. All right. Seriously, do you know at all?
No idea. I'm assuming it's math related.
He's a rock
it's
guy.
Geology.
Yeah, he's a rock guy.
Oh, really? RPI is just a big math school.
This dude is crushing rocks from millions and billions of years ago to study the atmosphere from the particles within those rocks. Something, kind of to see, get some more data on how life was created. No big deal.
Wow.
Now, if he could just take that same energy and tell the future instead of the past.
And Corey, I bet if you gave him some rocks from the future, he'd be able to do that.
Oh, why aren't they thinking about this?
Corey, you're the top team. No pressure. Are you and Alex?
Yeah, me and Alex, we're bros. We vibe off each other pretty well. And I'll be honest, I'm always surprised at how well Alex can play after not playing like at all and being more of a dad. But he comes out strong in Team Challenge, so it's always a great time playing with him. But yeah, we're going up against Ethan and Anthony, where, obviously Ethan crushes and Anthony's a pretty good golfer too and has a pretty solid putt when it's on. I mean, we were just going like tit for tat. We both started off with turkeys, but Alex was crushing it in the front 9. Alex, to start off the round, drained like the 60-footer from like a wood pile through some trees to match. I'm pretty sure Ethan was probably parked. Yeah, we're going neck and neck. I think through the first 5 holes, we had 2 lead changes, but we're still tied up. We get to hole 12, and me and Alex just totally fucked it up. The worst thing on that hole is to be like short up the tee pad and still have a long approach to try to stick the sketchy green, and we just didn't set ourselves up for success there. We get to hole 13. Now we're down 1 stroke, and we had like a 30-foot putt that we both duffed after putting pretty well so far. Now we're down 2. We get to hole 14, which is kind of a pump, and I think I drained like a 45-footer to hit that one, take one back. We get to hole 15, and I kind of pictured it like I was playing hole 5 at FDR or hole 14 at Minekill, where I just take a fairway and I kind of throw it low and hard and straight and parked it for probably the first time ever, to be honest. So now we're tied. Get through 17, 18. I think we're back 1. Now we get to like the front 9 of the course where you really got to light it up. And we got to a 1-stroke lead after birdieing 1 and 2. So now it's basically match play. We both birdie hole 3. Hole 4 is tough, but Ant hit a big putt, I believe, to save their par after a pretty rough drive. Now we just got hole 5 and 6. We're like, 5, you got a birdie, which we all did, thankfully. And then we get to hole 6, where I think Ethan has the eagle play, and I don't, because I never try it. So me and Alex just decided to try to play the classic down the fairway shot, and hopefully that a birdie would be good enough.
Just to clarify, on hole 6, the OB area isn't in play, right?
The hazard was not in play, nope.
Okay.
So free reign.
Yeah, it's free reign. I think Ethan and Anthony probably had like an 80-footer for an eagle chance. They both ran, and I think Ethan was pretty far away and couldn't really tell where Anthony's might have rolled off to if it did roll down the hill. And then me and Alex approached the basket, got to like a 20-foot putt, and for some reason, I think Alex putted first, but me trying to warm up in case I had to make the putt was probably the most nervous I had gotten, like playing disc golf so far this year. But Alex drained it to cap off a pretty solid 11 down, 1 bogey on hole 12, but won by 1 stroke.
Nice. So, Brian, you played with Justin. How often do you get to play with Justin, or do you not?
I mean, as a doubles team,
doubles.
I don't know if we ever have before.
Well, that's pretty tough going up against Kyle and anybody, but Jack Fruchter just won the Flex.
Mr. Thacher himself.
Mm-hmm. So how'd that go?
Pretty well. We started on 9. Both teams parred that. We birdied 10. We birdied 12. And then, a little bit back and forth on some of these holes. I got a clean drive on 15 and made the putt. I got the birdie on 16, converted Justin's drive on 17, couple good shots on 18. I put drives under the basket on 1, 2, and 3. And at this point, Jack and Kyle were pretty shook. I had them on the ropes. Justin was helping out, but really I was kind of carrying it at this point. We were kind of on fire. I nailed the line on 4, just kind of skirted off to the right a little bit. Then Jack, what the fructer, Mr. Thacher himself, throws a 150-foot forehand up in the air, and it kind of just swirls and twirls and lands and rests in the chains. So they get the 2 on 4 to now take a lead, or maybe they tied it up. I don't know. Justin and I don't get 5, and Kyle and Jack get hole 5. So now they're up 1, and all we have left is 6, 7, 8 to finish up. We're down 1. Kind of 3 must-get birdies. Okay, eagle time. Nope, not today. Both teams get the birdie on 6. Justin parks hole 7. And okay, so we're down 1, last hole. Jack and Kyle both have decent drives, but maybe edge a circle. So I'm thinking, all right, we got an ace. I throw a pretty decent shot down there, maybe a little too much juice, slams into that tree right next to the basket, right under it. We walk up. Okay, yep, they have an edge of circle putt. Jack, just a bit short on his, doesn't make it. Multiple-time player of the year, Kyle Hirsch, lines up for the win, doesn't convert. So we're tied.
That doesn't sound like Kyle at all.
We're tied. We're done. In my mind, we're done. It's a tie. That's the deal.
In finals with doubles, do you keep going or no?
So we had a hard stop at 12:20. The one nice thing we didn't really think about that kind of worked well with Stonykill was the rounds went quick, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, we had to kind of wait on a lot of holes because the course is full, but I don't think we really, I mean, maybe we did, but the round overall went pretty quick, I thought.
With doubles, I understand, because if you're playing a regular team challenge match in doubles, if it's tied after 18 holes, you typically will play sudden death until there's a winner determined. With this, I understand totally. You have a hard stop, so you have to finish by a certain time. With singles, after 18 holes, if it's tied, would you continue or no?
Singles is always a push.
Okay.
So I finalized the score on the scorecard, and then I'm like, I better double check this. It's 11:50, so I guess we keep going. So then we're back to hole 9. Now we're in a playoff. I throw a really good drive all the way down there. Both teams birdie. Now we're over to hole 10. Now we've got a petting zoo gallery of goats watching us on hole 10 as I throw. These guys are monsters. They throw all the way up to the tree line. I can't quite do that. I'm not that capable.
A petting zoo gallery of goats?
So then I throw a really good forehand flex shot off Justin's lie. Parked it. Almost went in. Parked it. Jack throws a boring up shot. Again, 2 birdies on hole 10. Now we're on hole 11. All 4 of us throw pretty good drives. They're kind of outside the circle. Justin's maybe on the edge of the circle. I'm in the fairway, kind of looking for my disc. I don't find it. Whatever. We got time. Kyle and Jack miss their putts. Justin misses the putt. I go up to the putt. It's 12:20 now. That's it. End of time. All I got to do is make this putt. We win our match against these guys. Killers. I missed the putt, so it's a tie. Time over. Tie.
So you guys ended up tied because you didn't make a putt, right? Just to clarify.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much shot 990 on the day. It would have been 1,000 if I had just made 3 or 4 more putts on that round. But, Justin kind of came through. Well, he definitely came through on a few. I'd say we ham and egged it a little bit there on the overall. It's kind of like, all right, Justin, need you to get a good shot. And I kind of had a bunch of good shots. So, and as we're looking at the scorecard during our playoff, we're kind of like, I think we don't need to win because we kind of just beat the goats. WTF.
It looks like Millie Smith won for the goats in singles, Adam Nelson for the wrenches, Alexis White and Caitlin Clay got doubles for the wrenches, Justin Park and Brendan Sisk in doubles as well for the wrenches, Ian Doughton and Adam Shoemaker pushed, Josh Lee got a win in singles for the wrenches, Chad Larson got a win in singles for the wrenches, Adam Selman for the goats, Jason Gorsage, I'm pretty sure he created 3 apps in between and was able to win one up over Tom Rascona. Azariah Cartrek got a win for the goats in singles against Eric Bossenbrook. Corey and Alex got the win in doubles. Peter Hodge and Troy Vasari got a win in doubles. And as Brian mentioned...
And these boring guys tied.
Yep. You said you finalized, so is the minus 11 accurate for 18 holes?
It's minus 12 because I don't have hole 17 on here. It should be 2 2s on hole 17.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what I figured because you had said you'd finalized it, which gives the wrenches the upset, the 4 seed beating the 1 seed 11.5 to 6. The numbers are accurate though, right? 11.5 to 6.5?
Sounds right.
All right.
Whoops.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
That's why we play the games.
Yeah, 100%. Now, the only way to win, to be number 1, you got to win both matches, right?
That's right. And I don't have a plan after this.
Yeah, right? What was the thought? Like, what do I do now? That means the goats play the Widowmakers, who lost round 1. What happened there, Jaimen? You played against Jackson Quinn in singles this time.
Yeah, the timing of my day was off. Everything was on in that match, and Jackson was playing super, super well, but I was just playing better. I think I probably shot 12 down on my own that round. I was 8 down on the front 9, and I was just hitting everything. I birdied 10, birdied 18, birdied 17. They're just playing super well. And Jackson is a super good player. We started off on hole 15, and he threw his shot kind of down to where that bridge on the side is. I don't really know why that's there, but it is. And he threw his drive kind of right there. So like maybe 60, 70 feet away, and then threw that in for his birdie to start off by taking a stroke. And that was a little bit of an eye opener, but yeah, we just battled the entire time. It was a really fun match. We had Jack and Alden was on the card also. So that was another really good battle. It was just, if we were playing doubles against each other, it would have been like 15-14. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I was able to kind of stay on my game, hit putts when I needed to, and it was a close one. I think I won 2-1. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's one of those guys that I've never heard of at all. And all of a sudden he's like 100% on my radar. Really solid player. Very nice too. Really nice.
So you got 2-1, so did Jack. So you guys both won that. At this point, you lost the first one. So at this point, you're playing for second. Was there any kind of like, you just do what you got to do? Or was there any thought messing with your head at all or no?
No. I mean, I'm at New York Team Challenge to have a beer at breakfast. I always like winning, but I'm there because that's the one that I don't have to care about as much. You know, I spend an awful lot of time focused on New England Team Challenge. So it's nice to be able to turn my head off and just go play some disc golf.
Heck yeah. Winning this means a potential third match for second place, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Looks like for the GOATs in singles, Nick Cardone, Danny White, Jack Fruchter, Jaimen got wins. For the GOATs in doubles, Azariah Cartret and Adam Selman got a win. Peter Hodge and Tim Giardini, and Ethan Hatters and Kyle Hirsch. For the Widowmakers in singles, Christina Nardi and Brock DeGraw. Chris Carlisle got wins in singles. Emily Braun and Kristen got a win in doubles. So did Nick Terravoro and John Hafner. That's like the team of the year, Nick and John, JP. But looks like the GOATs take it 10.5 to 7.5. So we have half of our second place matchup set up. So the next matchup is for the championship, essentially, right?
Yep.
Wrenches and Revolution. So like you said, Brian, you had no clue. Like you weren't even thinking of being here.
The side quest was, we don't want to play a round 3.
That's fair, yeah.
But what do we do now? Here we are.
What about strategies?
So here's where I remembered that we had a slight wrench to throw unintentionally and regrettably. We had 2 players who were only available for round 1. Our only other eligible male wasn't available at all for the day. So now I'm short 2 players for the first time all season for the championship match.
Is Tim to blame here in any way?
Nope, Tim was a late pull-in. If I had gotten him out for the Mind Kill match and he played 1 round, he would have been eligible, but that's not on Tim. That's on me.
It's on his kids. No, I get it.
Yeah, 100% of my kids. 100% my kids' fault.
Maybe one of these years I'll put it all together and figure out how to have a qualified bench ready to go for a situation such as this.
If you're missing 2 players, how does this work in finals?
So here's when I have to tell Tyler and Tucker that regrettably I am 2 players short, and now, surprise, they have to scramble and determine who they're going to bench and give them a heads up. So I gave them a couple minutes. Basically, the way it works is it's a half a point penalty given to the other team for each player that you don't have under the roster size of 15 and 3.
Okay, so you're walking into this match down 1-0.
Yeah. Great plan, huh?
Fortunately, you got Corey on your team. I'm just saying.
Yeah, thankfully I've got Corey, and he's good for at least a half a point, right?
Give or take, yeah. Anywhere between 0 and 1, I would say. He's good.
So I'm sorry again to Team Saratoga that we were not able to fill a full roster for this match. Things happen. So now, because of the number change, we also have a different number of doubles and singles. Instead of 5 doubles matchups, it's down to 4 doubles matchups and 8 singles.
That's why I was iffy, because I didn't know because it's singles and doubles. I didn't know if it was potentially more penalty points. I was just double checking, But that makes sense. A half a point each. Yeah, it seems fair.
So then we get to matchups, and they make the move I sort of expected the GOATs to make. They put up Tucker and Carly, and I was very tempted to answer that with fire, but decided to punt.
We all know Brian runs in those situations.
I wasn't going to punt the first round, but it didn't matter. So I put up a mixed pair who I know is going to have a fun time out there no matter what. So they might not win that match, but hey, Tucker and Carly are off the board now. So that's kind of good for me. Then I do the same move. I put up my strong ladies pair of Alexis and Caitlin, and Spack has to answer with that.
So at this point, you could argue it's kind of a wash in a way.
Yeah.
They got the strong mixed. You responded. You went with your strong doubles, and they responded, and they kind of went the way you would expect.
Yep. So they put out Tyler Calzada, and Chad was like, I want that match, coming off of his big win against Chris Dahl. So I said, sure, let's do it.
Is he dealing with any lingering injuries?
No, he's fine.
He's good now? Okay.
The snow has melted, so he's in a good mood. And we just beat the GOAT, so he's in a good mood. So I put up Josh, and they answer with Ryan Clare. That's potentially going to be a good challenge for Josh. Ryan is obviously a really good player. The next match they put up is the Cody Canine and Logan card, and I've got to decide which of my doubles pairings am I breaking up from the previous round, because we've already spent 2 of them and I only have 2 left. So that's when I decided to use Corey and Alex in singles roles for this match, because they're obviously a strong pair, but they are also pretty strong singles players too. So I answered with Dr. JPark rocks and Brendan here. So then we get a couple more singles matches on the board, and then they toss out Levi and Dave. Currently undefeated in doubles on the season New York Team Challenge, Levi and Dave. Maybe not as a pair, but... So in deciding to not use Corey and Alex in doubles, I keep Justin Park and Brendan together after their pretty good showing in the first round. And I decide to continue playing with Justin Michelli, that is, since we've had such a lovely day up until this point. So,
and maybe he'll carry you in the second round after you carry him.
That would be nice. Still waiting. No, just kidding. Okay, so we've got our last doubles matchup on here, and then I think the order is a little off again. I think I put out Matt, and they answered with Parker. Then they try to put another doubles match on here, and that's when I say, just a reminder, we can only do 4 doubles matches, so...
I was going to ask, so that matters as far as how many doubles matches you can do? I know you had 2 less or whatever, so there's a certain number of doubles and a certain number of singles?
There's a breakdown based on how many players are in the match, basically, and it says, like, if you have 16 players, it's whatever, 4 doubles and 8 singles. So we were just, following the letters of the law, or the numbers of the law there.
No, that's fair.
And anyway, the way it shook out was singles for the rest of the matchups. And last but not least on our list is, naturally aligning Corey against their best player, Bobby, don't call me Robert Hallam. So, again, after these matchups, as the previous matchups, I felt fairly decent about them, but, it's all on the players to perform at this point. Job's out of my hand.
Absolutely.
Let's hear how Corey did.
Yeah, Corey, how'd that go against Bobby?
So I played against Bobby, and then on the other side of the card was Adam Nelson playing against Brandon Medina. Great card.
Funky cold.
I haven't really played a whole lot with Bobby. Actually, the last time I think I played with Bobby was at Heiser Creek, and I watched him fillet that course with a forehand. So I know Bobby's a strong player. He plays all the time. As far as scoring separation, it was a pretty boring round. I think the first one came 3 holes in. Bobby had a rough time in hole 11 and basically conceded the hole. But I gave it right back to him on hole 12. And then from there, it was just I picked up one more halfway through the round. And we get back to the front side of the course, and we both birdied hole 1. We both parred hole 2. I took hole 3. Now I'm up 2 with, I think, 5 to go. And my putting struggles that were kind of spitting and sputtering kind of showed up in the last few holes. And Bobby took 2 more on me to then basically tie up the match. And we finished with 2 more pushes. So me and Bobby pushed. It was good back and forth. But Adam and Brandon... Adam was playing pretty good in the first half of the round. He got up 3 strokes, I believe. Basically comes down to Adam and Brandon. Brandon is 4 back with 4 to go, Dormy, and he somehow hung on to win the last 4 holes against Adam to also push. So our entire card came back with pushes. And I think Jaimen, what'd you call us?
The most boring card ever.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I said something about it. I thought it was super interesting.
Before we even got back, he's Jaimen already sniped the results. He's well, there's the most boring card ever showing back up.
We'll take a push any day over a loss.
Well, you got 2 pushes,
too.
but you're still down 1-0. So
ain't worried about it.
We're doing math here. But you played with Justin, Brian. How'd that go?
So we started on hole 7 this time around, and I got away with pretty bad drive, missed the middle gap, and went around that tree on the left side. Justin hits first tree available, blasts into no man's land. So we're going down the fairway, and Michelli here with his car blasts a route, flips his Rovic over itself, and literally it was like watching a slow train crash as it got worse and worse. His bag goes flying. He goes flying. I'm pretty sure the kid flipped himself over his car, and he's just lying there on the ground in this dramatic moment. I'm like, bro, I need you. This is the first hole. I was going to say,
this is the first hole.
In Justin's defense, he would have done the exact same thing if he missed a 25-footer.
He didn't. This was literally, this was like a cartoon, dude.
Bro did go from wearing a knapsack with a few discs to pushing around a 3-wheeled cart.
So eventually we get him off the ground, and oh shit, my drive is in the circle. So I make the putt, and we move on. I think, whatever, we push that hole. I don't even remember. Make the putt on 8, 2 down now. I threw another pretty decent drive on 9, clean, down the fairway, not quite as good as my playoff drive. And then Justin takes his nuke and throws the perfect angle forehand, puts us 50 feet from the basket, right in front of it, like in the little creekish stream. I don't know what that
The
is.
ditch thing.
The ditch thing. And then I drop the putt in the basket and we get the eagle. Justin, the boy who cries eagle Michelli, wants me to sound the eagle alarm. And I say, no, dude, we've got stuff to do first.
What's the eagle alarm?
It's when he starts spamming all the group chats that he's in. For the challenge.
It's not like I was wanting to hear Brian do like some crazy like noise that you make.
So then we get another birdie on 10. That's 3 for 3 on hole 10, if that matters. We get 11 and we get 12. Again, no big deal. Now we're 7 down through our first 6. And we're up 4 at some point here, and we've impressed Dave Hudson. So, we've done something. We kind of flatten out a little bit. They get a couple more back, a couple more than a couple back on us. And now after hole 18, we're tied again. Great. All right, Justin, I need you to rally, dude. Like, we've got how many holes? 6 holes left? Let's pick it up. We've got to get this win back and keep moving. I nail hole 1 again, literally under the basket, drop in. Nail hole 2 again. Justin gets a little closer. So a few more holes go by, and I think at this point, Justin's following the scorecard the whole time, the live scoring. I'm not really looking at it because I'm focused on the job at hand here, winning our match. The only match we can control. Let's just focus on that. But somewhere around here, it kind of looks like we might have accidentally won New York Team Challenge. But let's finish strong. Let's win our match here, Justin. Let's
Nothing's official yet.
Nothing's official yet. We still have audits to get past and things like that. Let's keep moving, Justin. But yeah, we held on to win our match. We got the birdies we needed to close out and beat Levi and Dave.
And it looks like you guys tied with Justin and Brandon for the hot round in doubles. Justin Park and Brendan says.
Yep.
So with your win, we talked about Adam and Brandon, Medina, Bobby Hallam, and Corey. They were even, but you guys are still down 1. With your win, that puts you up 1 with the penalty point. I just spoiled it and said that Justin and Brandon win, so that puts you up 3. But Tucker and Carly get a win in doubles, so you're only up 1. Looks like Charles Carpenter Jr. the third got a win, so now we're all at even. I'm just trying to build this suspense.
And
everything else was a win on your
side.
Send it to print. Print it. Alexis White and Caitlin Clay got a win. Chad Larson in singles and Josh Lee got wins. Matt Cully got a win. Jay Gorsage and Alex Hellenick each in singles got wins. So you guys end up winning 12-5. And does this mean all of the apparel you guys are wearing is obsolete now because it's got 2 wrenches on it and you got to buy all new outfits?
We're definitely going to need some more wrenches. The squad massively delivered on Saturday there, and especially in this championship game. We won 6 out of 8 singles points available, and we once again won 3 doubles matches. And, I always have faith in the squad, and I'm always feeling fairly confident in them, but they far exceeded my expectations, and I'm really proud and happy to have these fine folks as my disc golf family.
Heck yeah. I mean, you got Corey and Caitlin on the same team. What are you going to do? Is that the top male and top female in the Capital District?
Yeah, no way. Well, you'll be half right.
I got a little excited.
You're
sorry.
half right.
So yeah, 12-5. That's pretty impressive. I probably should have done the third round match first, but we,
chronologically, it makes sense.
Chronologically, with the loss, the Revolution play the Goats for second place. Now, this is money, right? We're at this point, we're just playing for money. Is that true?
Both teams are getting a payout, but it would be twice as much for second place at this point.
It's got to be worth it to do a third round. You're not going to win. New York team. What's your feeling on it?
I have a lot of mixed thoughts on that. In one aspect, it's kind of nice because everybody's still there after the championship ends. But in another aspect, nobody wants to play that third round. So I don't know.
Is that true, Jaimen? You didn't want to play the third round?
Honestly, I think about people not wanting to play a third round in finals the same way I think about bragging about your step count. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I just played a whole season for disc golf. Play it out, man.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. And this year being the front 9 of Stonykill is obviously a vastly different experience than the front 9 at CTK from last year, especially coming off a day prior where we played 2 rounds in the rain in New Hampshire. But
that's extenuating circumstances. That
Sure,
has nothing to do with it.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that like it wasn't a given that we were playing the front 9 at Stonykill. Is just listening into what was happening with the planning. I think that could be planned a little bit better, like not just left up to the captains. On our side, I think Bohanski wanted to play the back 9 and the other team wanted to play the front 9, which like, kind of is what it is. But like, I feel like at Stonykill, they're so disparate that it's very clearly 2 different courses.
No, that's a good point. Do you have to wait until after the 3rd match, Brian, to get your trophy? Is that what you're whining
No,
about?
I did not.
All right. Well, Jaimen, you played, which has been a bit of a theme this year. You played a mixed match with Millie. Had you played with her before?
I played a match where we were both playing singles together, but we have not played doubles together.
How'd that go?
It started off pretty rough. We started on hole 6, and Tucker threw it in from like 150 feet for an eagle. We're playing the front 9 at Stonykill, so if you're getting 2 strokes on a hole, you're winning. There's very little scoring separation on the front 9, so we fought back, but then I slipped on the tee pad hole 5 on our final hole, so we lost by 1.
It's showing here 7-7.
I don't know.
I think there's a lot of inaccuracies on this round because something was...
It wasn't set up for 9 holes, so like nobody really finished their scorecard, I don't think.
Mm.
Am I crazy?
No, that might have been me because I was the one keeping score, and I don't know if I put in anything at the end. The end total was right, I think, but I don't specifically remember doing that, but I also don't specifically remember eating breakfast this morning. So
when I was watching, it was like -35 to like -38 or something like that when I was watching scoring. So it did seem like it was set up for 18 holes.
Yeah, it definitely was. I had to like skip through the back 9 to get to
hole 1.
This is also his first time doing like a finals format. So
yes.
Yeah, we were the test subjects.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think the real game is for next weekend.
This is almost like beta testing.
Yeah, half of the teams will be playing 3rd round.
It looks like these are all set up as doubles matches. Is that how it went?
Yes, it is all doubles to go quicker, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. So it looks like for the GOATs, Chris Dahl and Adam Shoemaker, Megan Mercier and Kat Chacha, Danny White and Tim Giardini, Azariah Cartret and Adam Selman, and Ethan Hatters and little Anthony Bohanski all got wins. And for the Revolution, Charles Gordon Jr. III, Brandon Medina, Tyler Calzada, Ryan Clare, Tucker Kozlowski, Emma Ewald, and Bobby, Don't Call Me Robert Hallam, and Charles Carpenter Jr. III all got wins. So looks like the GOATs take 2nd place 10-8. I mean, that's tough to do. You lose your first match and then you win the next 2. You joke, Jaimen, throughout the year that you got a bunch of young kids, so that's pretty impressive, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's our first season, It's definitely not where everybody wanted to finish, but, I think that's disc golf. You gotta play the schedule, you gotta play everything. So a lot of learning, and, that's kind of how it goes sometimes.
Again, pretty impressive. You guys finished it out, came in 2nd place. So that means we got the Wrenches, GOATs, Revolution, Widowmakers. Is that correct for the top 4?
Yes.
Heard Wrenches won, so yeah, that's correct.
Oh, you heard Wrenches won? Okay, cool. Well, we did do picks, and this is interesting because before the finals, I got to give you the results here before finals. Eric was in 11th with a 12-15 record. Alex is in 10th with a 16-11 record. Brandon in 9th with a 16-7 record. Evan was in 8th place at 19-8. And Jay Gorsage, because this is all done by win percentage, he was in 7th. He'd made 1 pick. He was 3-1 with a 750 win percentage. Caitlin and Jason were tied for 5th at 21-6. Corey in 4th at 21-5, Tim in 3rd at 22-5, and Jaimen and Randy were tied for 1st at 23-4. So what we did for the finals was I had you guys pick the order 1 through 4 of how people would finish out. The person who had the best pick of those 4 was Eric. He was 2-2.
Sounds about right.
He had the GOATs in 2nd and the Widowmakers in 4th. He had the Revolution winning it and the Wrenches coming in 3rd. The person who didn't pick all year, but picked for the final results, had the winner, but that's it. Brian Bickersmith did pick the Wrenches to win, but I don't know if that should count because he picked the Whips to come in 3rd. The Whips didn't even play in finals.
What?
You had the Wrenches, the Revolution, the Whips, and the GOATs.
Auto DQ.
Close enough.
So I think you get a point for the Wrenches, but you lose a point for picking a team that wasn't even in it.
Whoops. I'm sure I meant Wilcox, but anyway.
Oh, I'm sure you did too, but it's funnier if you didn't. So like I said, Eric had 2 wins of the 4. There were a few that had 1. Evan, he had the Widowmakers in 4th. Brandon.
Hold on, back up. One person picked the wrenches? Come on.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes.
Let's see.
shit,
Randy
Corey.
picked the goats. Evan picked the goats.
What did I do?
Jaimen picked the goats. Brandon picked the goats. Alex picked the goats. Tim picked the goats. Corey picked CTK. I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming that's the goats. Caitlin Clay picked the goats.
Jeez.
Eric picked Saratoga. Jason Lasasso picked Wilcox, but he got a point because the goats came in second.
One thing that I did, I submitted like a whole bracket for mine, and I had the right 2 second round matches, but they got there the wrong way. Like everybody I picked was playing each other, but I had the opposite teams winning.
Yes.
Which doesn't count.
So you're telling us you picked the goats. Got it.
He only put 1 letter. So in round 2, it would have been the goats at Wilcox for the championship, right?
Yeah, that was my thought.
He absolutely did pick the second round matchups. If that was worth anything, he would have got some points. So Brandon got a point because he had the Revolution in 3rd. Corey had the Widowmakers in 4th, so he got a point. Caitlin had the Widowmakers in 4th, so she got a point. Jason had the goats in 2nd, so he got a point.
I thought you guys were good at this.
Have you listened to this podcast ever?
Randy, who was tied for 1st, got 0 for 4. Jaimen, who was tied for 1st, had 0 for 4. Alex and Tim also 0 for 4. We did do a tiebreaker. So going into the final results, everybody had under 750 win percentage. So technically Jay Gorsage wins because he's the only one at a 750 win percentage, but that was just more for the joke. So Eric, with his 2 wins, he ends up at 14-17 with a 452 win percentage in 10th place. Alex at 16-15 in 9th place with a 516 win percentage. Brandon in 8th at 17-10 with a 630 win percentage. Evan in 7th at 20-11 with a 645 win percentage. There's a 3-way tie for 4th place at 22-9 between Jason, Caitlin, and Tim. They all had 710 win percentages. Corey jumps up to 3rd place at 22-8. 1 less lost than Tim.
Hey, solo podium. I don't got to share this shit with nobody.
733 win percentage. And Randy and Jaimen are tied, but we did do predict the final results. The final result was what, 12-5?
That's right.
Yeah, 12-5.
The right amount of points weren't even available.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter on my end, Randy. Trust me.
Because Jaimen predicted a score of 22-14.
Interesting.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Corey. I counted the amount of people and did it that way, not realizing that only one person on every team can win because I don't know. I'm blaming it on I've had a very stressful few weeks.
Well,
But-
Evan picked 25-15. Alex didn't even pick one.
All right. None
Corey
of us are
had
allowed
20 to
ever
15.
captain again.
Caitlin had 20-16, and she's the commissioner.
What is happening?
Eric said best score 20 ? Haha. I don't even know what that means.
No, that's pretty good. Pretty
But our
close,
winner
actually.
for the picks, the final result was, what did I say, 12-5? He picked 11-7. Randy, you
It's
were
like,
off
I
by
know how
1.
the points work.
Wow.
I at least had, you got to give me credit for being close to the points.
Tim, 13-5.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
I was only off by what, 1?
Mm-hmm. You had 1 extra point, which is what the penalty was.
Yeah.
What did I choose, Pat?
You had 22-14.
22-14.
Yeah, so even if you do like Randy was off by a point in wins and 2 points in losses, you were off by 10 points in wins.
Yeah, but if I had done my math right, I would have had the exact same guess as him.
Yeah, you would have, right? 11-7.
So next time I just have to think a little bit more, I guess.
So congratulations, Randy, as our picks winner for the year. And next week we got New England Team Challenge Finals, which Evan, you guys play, and Jaimen, your guys play, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So we'll
And I'll know how the points work.
yeah, that you'll yeah.
Yeah, Tim, have you been taking notes?
I've learned I have to be very flexible, go in with no plan whatsoever, and just shoot my shot. That's what I learned tonight.
Love it.
I wouldn't say no plan whatsoever.
Okay. Oh, okay. Only a plan for the first round, and then just wing it.
No. Can't give away all the plan here, Tim. You know
You
that.
got to get through the first round, so
That's true. You don't know who's listening.
Well, currently we are already up 2-0, so we already know we're going in with penalty points. So
in New England?
Yep.
How do you know that?
I don't know if this is top secret or not, but the commissioner told us they're only showing up with one woman. So we have 2 penalty points going in.
It's not secret. We shared our numbers, our expected numbers going in, and you never know who's going to actually show up day of. But
right, true. As long as everyone on our team shows up, we start off 2-0.
I'm sure we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, see, foreshadowing.
I know I'm about to get wrenched off stage here, but if you'll humor me, I've got a couple of quick awards to hand out to my players.
Go for it. So
I have 3 season MVPs to hand out. First, Caitlin Clay. She is obviously a powerhouse and a monster. Thank you, Kate. Just to recap her season real quick. Started out, she beat Todd Martin. Her and I beat Scott and Kelly with the hot round double emoji on J South. She lost to Amber at Burbine, but then her and I beat Mike and Juliet by 10. SPW comes to town. I'm planning to spin the wheel. SPW puts up Benji. I spin it. It says Kate. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm really doing this. Kate gets the push versus Benji. We win dubs versus Martino and Cranky. Spat comes to town. She beats Dylan Marsing. Bobby and Brandon give us a run. We end up beating them in a playoff. Chatham neutral. She smokes Alex's mom respectfully and wins mixed doubles versus Beth and Peter Lundstedt. Another hot score double emoji round for us. We go up to CTK and she gets a win versus Millie. And then her and I get our first doubles loss against Kat Cha-Cha and the cheat code Peter Hodge. Then we go out to Minekill and she gets a big win against Kat Bemis. And then I switch her to Lady Dubs and she gets a big win there. So just to recap, that's 5-1-1 in singles, 6-1 in doubles, and in her male opponent matches or male and male doubles opponents, where there were only 5, she went 2-0-1 and 2-0. Second MVP, Jay Gorsage. This guy literally built the Team Challenge live scoring app that we all have been wanting for years in 6 or 7 days. tcwhiteboard.com. I'm excited to see it this coming weekend for New England Finals and can't wait to see how he continues to evolve it. A couple notable wins for Jay on the season on the field. He beat Nick Warren. He beat Tyler Gannon twice, including a 5-0 playoff win with Josh Lee against Tyler at Burbine. He beat Logan Akins. He got a big win with Adam Nelson and tech support over Calzada and Gordon. He had a mixed dubs win versus Chatham and a big win with Chad out at Minekill in doubles versus Troy Whitten and Justin Hickok. And our third MVP of the season is Corey Cook.
Whoa.
This guy basically is the wrench. We don't quite have the garage we used to, but we've got compound autos, baby. And as long as that's in business, we'll always be lubricating wrenches. A couple of notable wins for Corey. He beat Max Horowitz. He beat Alex Potts. He beat Nick Cardone twice. And then some big results at Minekill, including beating Randy. And then a dubs win with Alex over Liam and Michael Young. Corey played 2 expectations this season, and he's reverse and killed off all the meme storylines Josh Wynn loves so much from seasons ago at this point. And finally, I have 3 finals Golden Disc Awards. Number 1, Dr. Justin Park rocks. This dude literally killed the rocks at Stonykill. Came out with some big doubles wins with some help with Brendan. Number 2, obviously myself. I kind of nailed it. I don't know if I could have done matchups any better. A couple more made putts, and that would have been really the icing on the cake. And then my third final Golden Disc Award goes to Adam, Alex, Alexis, Austin, Brendan, Chad, Corey, Cully, Eric, Ian, Jay, John, Josh, Justy, and Melissa. And Kate, of course, for everything she did to organize finals. But really, the squad showed up and performed like the wrenches they were capable of being.
Decline. I'm not about that participation trophy bullshit.
You already got one, bro.
Awesome. That's great.
So much twisting and twerking.
Mm-hmm. And you lost the inspiration for the team name, and you win.
That's why we rebranded ourselves.
How so?
We are the JPark Wrenches as of last year.
Instead of Geralman's Garage.
I got you. Yeah. Well, a little tiny wrench looks better. You got 3 of them on your shirt than 3 garages. So that makes sense.
I would take 3 garages over 3 wrenches, though, if we're just handing them out.
Well, if we're talking about actual things, yes. But I'm talking about putting them on a shirt. Do you want 3 little garages on your shirt or 3 wrenches?
What are these, a garage for ants?
I don't know. These are details, boys. All I know is what we did on Saturday was impressive.
I mean, a 4 seed winning, heck yeah. So next year, with New York Team Challenge, I still want to do picks, but I want to open it up to anybody. And for at least for you guys, I want to do confidence points because Alex was talking about how, you don't want to pick against your team, but what if we're doing 4 matches and it's like 4, 3, 2, 1? You know what I mean? So you could still pick your own team, but you could do it with 1 confidence point.
I think that's a good idea for you guys.
What do you think?
I mean, I won outright by voting against my own team. So I think you just have to be bold enough to do it.
And Randy is not looking for a new team to be on.
By next year, he'll have Jason back. So I think they just beefed up a little bit,
I hope so.
Anybody got time for a quiz or no?
I'm good.
I'll stick around if we're going to do one. Sure.
Game.
I'm going to bounce.
I know, Brian, you're out. Jaimen, you got to head out?
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Anybody else?
I'm going to save my PTO day for a future weekend.
Brian, I appreciate you coming on tonight.
I appreciate you having me, and thank you for doing this every week. It's really something I look forward to every week to listen to what you do.
I appreciate that. And congratulations. I know I joked with you a lot tonight, but congratulations. That was impressive. Especially when you said Corey was part of your strongest dubs team. I'm like, how's that team?
Yikes.
Slippery slope. That is desperation.
I did say that you were responsible for most of his losses. You putting him up against people also gives him losses. So there's that too.
Let me see if Udis says anything great about Corey here. Give you an actual number. 115 losses for Corey against me.
Ooh.
Okay, but what about the wins?
A little higher than that.
Okay.
Thanks again. Good
Thanks a lot, Brian.
talking with you guys.
Appreciate
Later, boys.
Right.
Later.
So we got Corey, Evan, Tim, Randy, Joe, and Alex. All the people who played in New York Team Challenge have already gone, except for Corey. So Corey, why don't you make the teams?
It's going to be Evan, Tim, and Joe versus Team Rack. I mean, Team Car. Corey, Alex, Randy. Actually, how common does that feel? Did we literally just do that?
It's literally what we do all the time with Lemonheads versus the World.
Oh, okay. So maybe I take that back. We'll do Team Tar. Let's put Tim, Alex, and Randy versus me, Joe, and Evan, and just really ruin Evan's night.
Challenge accepted? I don't know. Yeah.
You're going first. So I got Corey, Evan, and Joe against Randy, who?
Randy, Tim, and Alex.
Rat.
And Alex.
Ooh, I'd like Rat better than Tar.
It's definitely Rat.
Bunch of rats.
All right. So because you won, Corey, you get to pick the teams and you get to go first.
Oh,
so
snap.
there's no excuses tonight. I've got 3 categories of disc or no disc. What category would you guys like to pick?
Well, I mean, it's got to go with number 1.
Corey, Evan, and Joe. Question 1, category 1. In professional sports leagues like the NFL, NBA, and MLB, what award is meant to designate the single most outstanding player of a season, but is typically given to the best player on the best team? In professional sports leagues like the NFL, NBA, and MLB, what award is meant to designate the single most outstanding player of a season, but is typically given to the best player on the best team?
MVP? Sounds like MVP. I mean, it's a company. Is there actual disc?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the answer I thought of too.
All right, let's go with MVP, Pat.
Or is it most valuable player? You're going to do more specific.
Ooh, he will say more specific. We got to spell
Yeah,
that
let's
shit
go with
out.
MVP.
MVP.
I'm sorry, my wife interrupted. Not in a bad way, but I didn't hear what you guys said.
MVP?
Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the MVP a disc?
It's a lot of discs.
Yeah, the obvious thing is it's a company, but there's a chance that somebody made that.
Someone
as a mold.
had to have made the MP.
I like the idea of it.
Yeah, for some reason I feel like it's going to be a yes, even though, I don't know. I'm leaning yes.
I say yes.
Or it's a trap. Yeah. I'm going to go with yes, too.
It came out in the 90s.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, what? The 90s were a scam, bro.
My wife is in the other room and she said, it's MVP. What? Why are they taking so long? It's MVP. So, all right. So you guys are up 1-0. Randy, Tim, and Alex, would you like category 1, category 2, category 3?
Randy, lead us.
2.
Uh-oh.
No, I just like that Randy picked this one. Question 1, category 2. In the Marvel universe.
Marvel mother.
Let's go.
What is the alter ego of Felicia Hardy, the world-renowned cat burglar and occasional love interest antagonist of Spider-Man, who possesses the probability-altering ability to cause her enemies bad luck? In the Marvel Universe, what is the alter ego of Felicia Hardy, the world-renowned cat burglar and occasional love interest/antagonist of Spider-Man, who possesses the probability-altering ability to cause her enemies bad luck?
Randy, you know this.
Cat girl.
No, stop.
Poison Ivy.
Corey, what are you doing?
Oh, wrong team.
Team.
Alex, you know it.
I do know it.
Good. I do too, but I wanted Randy to get it since it's a Marvel question.
No, I have no idea. I think I can picture her. Is she like a white hair?
Yes.
Yep.
Keep
All
going.
right.
Keep going.
Nope, do not know.
What's the opposite of white?
Black.
Okay. And then what usually brings bad luck?
Bad
Widows.
planning.
Broken mirror.
No. What is a feline that would bring you bad luck?
A black cat?
Yes. We got there.
Nah.
Okay.
I was close.
You were definitely close.
For some reason, I'm not super familiar with her other than, just like in passing. I didn't know she had powers. I just assumed she was human.
Never assume a woman is human.
Oh, wow.
Do you guys agree? Black cat?
Yes, black cat.
Black cat.
Yes.
Is the black cat or just the cat a disc?
I would hope so.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What if it's not?
Well, whenever I do one of these with a color and a thing, you got to include both.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Someone has to have made a cat.
Right?
I think he's baiting us, but yeah, I agree. Someone has to have made a cat.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with a world that has not made a cat disc.
All right, we're going yes for the same reason they went yes on MVP.
Yep.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, no. It is 1-1. Corey, Evan, and Joe, would you like category 1 or category 2? Category 3 will be saved for a later date.
Evan, did you know that one?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, I would be remiss as to not ask you what you prefer when there's a Marvel. Did I even use remiss correctly in that sentence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works.
Oh,
Yeah, it might not be all Marvel, but we can find out. I mean, that's what I'm supposedly good at, so.
Joe, how do you like Marvel?
I don't know it.
Okay, so then, yeah, let's just put this all on Evan and see if he knows the second one.
Tim and Alex are going to know those too, so they could steal it.
Yeah, well, they're not going to steal it from you because you're going to get it right. So let's go with
True story.
number 2, Pat.
Question 2, category 2?
Oh, yeah, yes, correct.
All right. Question 2, category 2. In what 2000 M. Night Shyamalan thriller does Bruce Willis play a security guard who discovers he has superhuman abilities after becoming the sole survivor of a devastating train crash? In what 2000 M. Night Shyamalan thriller does Bruce Willis play a security guard who discovers he has superhuman abilities after becoming the sole survivor of a devastating train crash?
Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Sounds right.
That movie was sick. Had Mr. Glass in it, getting pushed
Mr.
down
Glass,
stairs
yep.
and shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Did he have hair
You
in
guys
that
agree?
movie? Or is that still is that post hair?
Yes, we agree.
Oh, Unbreakable, yes.
Yes.
You got to answer his hair question.
What was the question?
Did he have hair in that movie, or is that still baldy Bruce Willis?
Samuel?
No, Bruce Willis.
No, Bree did not have hair.
Samuel had a weird afro, kind of grayish black afro.
He
no?
did have some
Like
shit.
sideways or
He
something.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, such a good movie. I need to go back to that one. Unbreakable.
Is the Unbreakable a disc?
I hate it.
All right, let's go with Joe on this one because,
Yeah, let's lean on Joe.
yeah,
Let's say no. It's not a disc.
everyone know.
You guys agree?
Correct.
Yep.
Mhm.
You are correct.
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Randy, Tim, and Alex, category 1 or category 2?
Randy, I will follow where you lead.
You know sports.
Gilmore
So-
Girls?
Oh, Gilmore Girls. I don't know Gilmore
not
Girls
singing
very
that.
good.
Where you lead, I will follow. Anywhere.
Oh, is that where that came
Anywhere.
from?
That's the song. Randy knows what I'm talking about. That's the
Yeah,
intro
I
song.
do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Gilmore Girls. I'm your Rory or whatever her name is.
I hate Rory. She's the worst.
Oh, I'm your Lorelai. Apparently, I do know this.
I think you're more his Luke, to be honest. But that's
Oh, cool. Who's that?
the guy who ran the diner.
Oh, is he good looking and confident?
Yes.
I wore a baseball cap.
Actually.
All right, so that is not me. Continue.
All right, let's do category 1.
Okay, category 1.
All right. Question 2, category 1. In the 1930s, Duke University, after blowing the game to UConn, psychologist J.B. Rhine popularized what term while testing subjects with Zener cards, a deck featuring symbols like circles, squares, and wavy line. In the 1930s, Duke University psychologist J.B. Rhine popularized what term while testing subjects with Zener cards, a deck featuring symbols like circles, squares, and wavy lines.
What?
Does that count as asking to hear it again?
No, that doesn't.
In a minute, we will.
Zener cards?
Forget the word Zener card.
Okay.
What is the key word he is looking for? A phenomenon? Or
What?
am I not listening?
What key phrase?
It popularized what term while
You
testing
just popularized
subjects?
the term. Okay. All right. How's your 1930s psychology?
I'm not good with any psychology.
Where's Alex? Alex?
Yeah, Alex, what do you got?
I got nothing. It's making me think of the beginning of Ghostbusters, and that's about all I got.
Beginning of Ghostbusters.
Let's assume this is an abbreviation category.
Oh,
are we looking for ESP then?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Smart Alex. Yep, ESP. Let's go with it.
Is he a smart Alex or a smart Alec?
Thank you. I was like, you bunch of smart Alex.
Oh, there we go. We got there.
What are you guys going with?
ESP.
Is the ESP a disc?
No, it can't be because of the plastic, right?
I would hope not.
No, we're not overthinking it.
All right, no, Randy, you lead, I follow.
Anywhere
Anywhere.
that you tell me to.
Okay, I'll be Luke.
You'll be there when I need.
Yep. Let's go.
You going no?
Yeah.
We're going no.
We got the ESP driver, putter, and mid-range from EMSCO Group, January 8th, 2012.
Well, that seems...
We're getting baited again.
Disc or no disc after dark.
Corey, Evan, and Joe, you're up 3-2. Would you like question 3 and 1 or question 3 and 2?
I just want to say that I was also thinking of the beginning of Ghostbusters. That's crazy. So ESP is real.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, what do you think? Let's go back to 2, right? It's comics so far, at least, kind of.
Is Unbreakable, was that a comic?
100%. Did you see the other 2 movies?
There's 2 more movies?
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
Bruce
what were they,
Willis.
Tim?
It's a whole trilogy.
What were they called?
I'm
What
not
is
gonna
up
give
with
you
Bruce
names.
Willis
Oh,
and trilogies?
Don't tell Corey the names.
I'm not going to.
All right.
Maybe after the round?
Yeah. After the round, we can talk about it, but not right now.
Because Evan's just trying, Tim, for you to be charged money.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
trying to get some-
I'm wise to his
Jar out. All right, let's go 2 then.
Yeah.
Right? We want to go 2?
Yeah,
You
let's
wanna
see
stick
what
with
it is. Yeah.
All right, question 3, category 2. In a scientific experiment, what name is given to the group or variable that remains constant and unaffected by the independent variable, serving as a benchmark to measure results? In a scientific experiment, what name is given to the group or variable that remains constant and unaffected by the independent variable, serving as a benchmark to measure results?
Control?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Unless, yeah.
I was thinking if you didn't have constant written in it sounds like the constant. But
Yeah, I feel like the control.
Control group. Yeah.
yeah, control group sounds right.
Like Randy said, let's not overthink it.
Yeah, control.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the control a disc?
Sounds reasonable.
What another terrible word to look at for more than
Well,
5
like
seconds.
control driver is like a term I've heard, but more of kind of like a, type of disc, not like a specific mold.
Yeah, I was thinking about that until didn't DiscCraft come out with the drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Driver. They just
Yeah,
bought
there's a drive and a putt and a fairway.
Yeah, it's a dumb name.
I could see it being like an 80s disc.
Yeah, I kind of want to say yes.
Right? Like,
This is my
I
control.
kind of like it.
Joe, you said you kind of like it?
Yeah.
That's good enough for me.
Joe knows this. We say yeah. So
Joe has a lot of discs.
Yeah.
He said that on the podcast.
I don't have a control.
All right.
Say yes.
We're going to go yes.
Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alex, are they right?
Alex, it just came out.
I guess so. I'm going to go with yes.
MVP Disc Sports, March 2nd, 2026.
Come on, Joe. You're supposed
I
to
was
know.
just approved. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I missed that announcement.
Me too.
Whoop, whoop.
So that puts it at 5-2. But Randy, Tim, and Alex, you guys are one question in the hole. Would you like category 1 or category 2?
I'm supposed to say something about everywhere, anywhere, or something like that.
Yeah, there's no theme, I feel like. Let's do 1 and 2, I guess.
Okay.
So question 4,
Yeah.
category 2. All right, question 4, category 2. What was the title of the 1984 debut single by Bon Jovi, which tells the story of a young girl living a double life on the streets of a big city? What was the title of the 1984 debut single by Bon Jovi, which tells the story of a young girl living a double life on the streets of a big city?
You guys got this?
No.
Oh, it's Runaway.
Oh, cool.
Sure. I mean, now that you say it, I recognize the song, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you anything else about it.
How does it go?
I'm not going to sing it.
Start to finish. Just,
Almost had him.
Almost.
You guys agree?
Yes.
You guys agree that She's a Little Runaway? Is the Runaway a disc?
Oh.
Yeah, that's why no one attempted to do it before that.
Is that what that was?
Run away.
Take off.
Not the runway.
Not the runway. A run away. I don't know. I don't really like it, but
Oh, I was sort of thinking, yeah.
oh, you were? Well, I follow.
Nope, now I don't like it either.
Oh, okay. Alex.
All right, let's go no. Alex.
My instinct was no,
Okay.
but then I felt like we were being baited quite a bit. So
Okay. So
I
we're
didn't
going
want to go with my instincts.
anti-instincts.
I don't think we should zag.
No zagging.
If your
All right,
gut
I'm-
said no, we
My-
should go no, because then we can't be that mad.
My gut also was no.
Mine too.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know what mine
All
was
right.
at this point, but
Do we want to stick with the gut then?
we're going no.
You sounded pained to say that.
Corey, did you know that the 3 tallest guys are also the 3 most indecisive?
Takes a long time for those synapses to travel across that body.
Our lives have just been so easy up until this point.
What's the combined height of this team is what really people want to know right now.
I'm
Measure it in
tall.
stories.
very small in this team somehow.
1.75 stories.
Story's what, 10 feet? That's
Oh yeah, we're more than that.
yeah. Put 'em
Me and
together.
Alex are almost a story and a half.
All right, sounds like they're saying
All right,
no.
I'm
I
not
didn't get my
that
protractor
sure.
out for this.
All right, we're going no.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yes.
You are correct.
Yeah.
They got there.
Gut feeling.
5-4, halfway through. Corey, Evan, and Joe. Question 3 and 1 or question 5 and 2?
It would have been funny if we had picked that category last week and had runaway and runway in the same night.
Category 1 was the one that was already made.
Okay, fair.
What do you like, Joe?
Well, I was going to say we can try one because I like acronyms too. But
But wait,
Joe can pick.
runaway wasn't an acronym, right?
No, the other category.
That was category 2.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, category
Oh,
one.
so we're on a question
Maybe category
3 in
one,
category
three, right?
1?
Yeah.
We're on 3 and 1 or 5 and 2.
Yeah, we could do that. Joe, you feeling that? You feeling acronyms?
Give it a try.
You seem like a 3-letter guy.
Yeah, we baby.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, let's go with 1.
All right. Question 3, category 1. Every year, the town of Crawford hosts a massive street fair and parade dedicated to the history of Pine Bush, New York. What is the central theme of this celebration? Every year, the town of Crawford hosts a massive street fair and parade dedicated to the history of Pine Bush, New York. What is the central theme of this celebration?
This is more of a Pat question. Pine Bush?
I don't
Why?
know.
Because it's 10 miles away from me?
Yeah,
Okay. So
Crawford's downstate, I think.
it's definitely a downstate thing.
is NYC a stupid answer?
Gotta be. I can't imagine. Well, I don't know. Do people from Pine Bush
I'm
really
thinking 3
appreciate
letters.
those idiots?
I don't know where Pine Bush is.
It's like west of Newburgh or something like that, right? My uncle used to live there.
It takes 10 minutes to get to Newburgh. It takes 10 minutes to get to Pine Bush. So, yeah, probably west. Because Newburgh, I think, is east.
Can you say it one more time?
Good call.
Every year, the town of Crawford hosts a massive street fair and parade dedicated to the history of Pine Bush, New York. What is the central theme of this celebration?
A 3-letter thing.
Oh, let's see. Like fir tree, dog.
Yeah, I have no idea. Pie.
Cat. For the cat skills.
Jesus, I don't know.
Yeah, we made a mistake.
You could argue I did because it's local history. I know it's not your guys' local history, but
Well, we'll see if the other guys know it.
Yeah, no, I vote cat. I'm just gonna say cat.
Okay.
you guys
Cat.
agree?
Yes.
Sure.
Cat.
Since we've already had cat as an answer, okay.
Different category, different kind of cat.
K-A-T.
That seems like a blunder.
Randy, Tim, and Alex, every year the town of Crawford hosts a street fair and parade dedicated to the history of Pine Bush, New York. What is the central theme of this celebration?
You guys know it, right? Because I don't.
Nothing.
What are some 3-letter acronyms that people would throw fairs about?
Pie.
Pie.
That's better. That's better than
that
cat.
is
Good
better
answer,
than cat.
good answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pat's
It's in the cat skills, bruh. What do you mean? It ain't in the pie
We already
skills.
had
We
cat.
had black
Pie,
cat.
cat.
Cat was an answer. Did you write it down?
I did, but that was a black cat.
Oh.
That's fair. That's it, yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, pie does sound good.
All of these have been like actual.
Yeah, pie is not an acronym. That's true. It's a
like,
word.
yeah, not just 3-letter words.
What's a 3-letter acronym for something that people?
Jets.
No, that's full. Oh,
It's also just a word.
what's a
Sorry.
word? What are things that do? I have 80K in front of me.
Nope.
No,
Wrong
but
part of the
wrong.
street.
fun.
I mean, NYC was not an awful choice.
Parade about a city that's
Not that far away.
not that far away.
It is a 3-letter acronym.
JFK.
Ooh, does that make sense? How about FDR?
FDR. Okay.
I like FDR.
FDR. Let's go to
You going with FDR?
FDR.
Yeah.
Pine Bush is the UFO capital of the Northeast.
Oh, of course.
UFO.
Mint discs, April 27th, 2023.
All right. No harm, no foul.
Yep, you guys, that was a steal. You're still up 5-4. Would you like question 4 in 1 or question 5 in 2? I thought that was pretty wide knowledge. I didn't know.
Eric would have known that one.
Yeah, he definitely.
Absolutely. I don't like these abbreviations
No, I mean,
or acronyms or whatever.
I don't like.
I'm going to learn the difference between those two someday. Do you want to do category 2?
Yeah, let's take the 5 before we get forced into the 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure. All right. Question 5, category 2. When it was first used in English, what word referred to an act of breaking out or fleeing from confinement or restraint? Now it means an act or incident involving excitement, daring, or adventure. When it was first used in English, what word referred to an act of breaking out or fleeing from confinement or restraint? Now it means an act or incident involving excitement, daring, or adventure.
This is a word question. I'm out.
It could be like a getaway.
Breaking out.
Yeah, like a weekend getaway.
Oh,
And it's a disc.
it is a disc. Okay.
Getaway car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm here. I'm here for it.
I'm not going to think of anything else at this point. I like it.
Let's do it.
Getaway.
Yeah, works for me.
You guys agree?
Ish.
Yep.
Corey, Evan, and Joe, when it was first used in English, what word referred to an act of breaking out or fleeing from confinement or restraint? Now it means an act or incident involving excitement, daring, or adventure.
Bust.
Okay.
What'd he say?
Get away.
He said bust.
I said bust.
I was thinking of escape.
That is close to getaway. An escape wasn't in the question.
Escape or getaway? What did they say?
They said getaway. I did kind of like that. All right, give us one more quick reread on that, Pat.
Wait, wasn't getaway was their guess?
That was
right?
their guess, but you
Yeah.
said escape.
Okay.
But make sure escape's in the question.
When it was first used in English, what word referred to an act of breaking out or fleeing from confinement or restraint? Now it means an act or incident involving excitement, daring, or adventure.
Excitement, daring, or adventure.
The Great Escape.
Or escapade?
Ooh, I like that, Joe.
Escapade? Yeah, it does
Yes.
seem old worldy.
It has, yeah, and like as far as daring and adventure.
Hell yeah. That's way better than escape.
All right, let's do it.
Escapade.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the escapade.
Ooh,
Disc.
Oh,
good
shit.
call. Fancy words.
Is the escapade a disc? Sure it is.
Yeah, Joe, you don't like it?
It sounds reasonable, but escapade.
I like it.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yep.
I'm sorry, no.
No.
So we're tied, but that was a steal, right?
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got. Wait. Was that a steal?
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a steal. I lost track of the
Is
score.
it
at
not
some
6-4?
I got it as 5-5. Did
No,
I?
it's 6 for them.
point. Yeah, 6 for them.
Yep.
Oh, Tim and Alex are on the same team. I assigned that point to the wrong team, but when you both said it, I was confused, but you're on the same team. So let me just fix this. And that makes more sense because that means Corey, Evan, and Joe, you guys are up by 2. Would you like question 4 and 1 or question 6 and 2?
Probably 4 and 1.
Yeah.
All right. Question 4, category 1. Representing the first sign of the zodiac, what animal is famously associated with the golden fleece in Greek mythology and is also a type of hydraulic pump? Representing the first sign of the zodiac, what animal is famously associated with the golden fleece in Greek mythology and is also a type of hydraulic pump?
Makes me think of Ram, and I think that zodiac is Aries, but I don't know where that falls in the year.
Yeah.
Aries is spelled with an A, and that is the first letter of the alphabet.
Lock it in.
Ram. Wait, so
Well, we ram. Yeah, right.
wait.
Yeah, it's the golden
3-letter word?
fleece from Jason and the Argonauts.
He did want the
Say it again.
was the answer the zodiac sign
Yeah.
or the animal?
No, I think it's the animal.
Okay, so yeah, Ram.
Well, we can repeat the question so we don't make sure.
Yeah, let's
we
get the
it
first half of that question, Pat.
Representing the first sign of the zodiac,
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so ram.
No, let me repeat it. You said the first part, so it was funnier that way. Representing the first sign of the zodiac, what animal is famously associated with golden fleece in Greek mythology and is also a type of hydraulic pump?
I should have said the middle half then.
I don't know about the hydraulic pump part.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
ram.
ram
Ram.
would-
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go ram.
You guys agree?
Yeah,
Yep.
Is the ram a disc?
it's got to be.
It's gotta be. Yeah. It's not a popular one, but
We're going
It
yes.
doesn't sell well, but yeah, let's go yes.
just ram it through the chains.
Innova Champion Disc, April 1st, 1994, April Fool's Day.
Oh,
Whoop, whoop.
seemed like a joke.
All right. Randy, Tim, and Alex, you're down 8-4. Question 5 and 1 or question 6 and 2?
I think we want 5, right?
Yeah, let's go category 1.
Question 5, category 1, fronted by vocalists Freedom Williams and Martha Wash. Which 1990s dance group is best known for the massive hit Gonna Make You Sweat, Everybody Dance Now? Fronted by vocalists Freedom Williams and Martha Wash, which 1990s dance group is best known for the massive hit Gonna Make You Sweat, Everybody Dance Now?
I don't know who does that song.
How's it go, Alex?
I'm not doing it.
I have nothing.
No.
We really zigged at the wrong
Put
time.
like 3 letters. Just
Like-
put 3 letters together.
The 3 letters. Okay, so let's think.
Wasn't Gem a band from that era?
Oh, that was a TV show from the 80s.
Is that what I'm thinking of? I have no clue.
Yeah, that was definitely a TV show. I don't know if it might have been, it probably was a band. Gem sounds like a possible band name, but I know it as a TV show. I got nothing.
YYZ didn't do this song.
YYZ.
that's the song. Never mind.
There you go.
No, I can't think of anything. We're going with Gem.
Gem.
I mean, sure, it's I don't think it's a good answer, but we could.
You said it, Alex.
I said it because no one else said anything.
Gem.
We're going Gem.
You guys agree?
Kinda.
That is truly outrageous. Corey, Evan, and Joe, fronted by vocalist Freedom Williams and Martha Wash, what 1990s dance group is best known for the massive hit Gonna Make You Sweat, Everybody Dance Now?
So this is a question for the MA40 crew right here.
Yeah, you remember this one, Joe?
Everybody dance now. Boop. Yep. You got it. CNC Music Factory.
CNC Music Factory.
Yep. Back in the day.
So CNC.
So would it be CNC?
I mean, yeah, he asked for the name of the group, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
he'll probably then say, "Is the CNC a disc?"
CNC.
Well, why don't you try me, Evan?
I'd love to. Let's lock
Yes.
it
Is the CNC a disc?
Yes.
in. Command and Conquer.
CNC
It's a
machine?
disc. It's an actual CNC disc. I have one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so we'll say yes.
I agree.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Yep.
Who makes it?
Sounds like you went to look for it. I don't know.
Disc
Yeah, I definitely
manufacturing.
have to look for it. I know exactly where it is.
Protoflight, November 9th,
Protoflight, yep.
2023.
Super stable. Super. I can't even throw it.
Is that 10-4?
Yep.
But that was a steal, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Final round, you guys are up 10-4. Would you like question 6 and 1 or question 6 and 2?
2.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, question 6, category 2. In 2021, experts in Oslo concluded that it was the artist who wrote on what painting could only have been painted by a madman. In 2021, experts in Oslo concluded that it was the artist who wrote on what painting could only have been painted by a madman.
That's the Scream, and I'm trying to think of who the artist is.
You know, I was thinking of that, but I kept having Shrike stuck in my head. It was
The artist is Edward something with an M.
Munch.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Munch.
What painting?
Oh,
Well, I already said it then. Scream.
Scream.
The Scream.
Is the Scream a disc?
yep.
Man, if you rip it hard enough, does it scream?
Oh yeah, it probably whistles at you.
Well, we're already spanking them, so we might as well just.
Oh yeah,
I say
it's
Scream.
definitely
Yes.
a disc. 2022.
Unless Pat gives him 15 points again.
Right after that report
you
came
never
out.
know.
You guys agree?
I like it.
It was
I
a
like it.
yes.
Yep.
Quest Applied Technologies, what year?
2022. They wouldn't even round back. Wait.
2005.
Evan, closer to 2022 or 2005?
2005.
April 3rd, 2006.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, so if I'm correct, I got 12-4.
Yep.
All right, 7-point question for Randy, Tim, and Alex. Question 6, category 1. In 2012, the Oxford American Dictionary named what tech term created by Steve Wilhite at CompuServe in 1987 its word of the year to recognize its massive impact on internet culture and social media communication. In 2012, the Oxford American Dictionary named what tech term created by Steve Wilhite at CompuServe in 1987 its Word of the Year to recognize its massive impact on internet culture and social media communications.
I mean, it's got to be LOL, right?
It's gotta be.
Gotta be. Okay.
I mean, I think
Okay, in 1987, they coined the term laugh out loud.
Wait.
as an abbreviation.
I don't think people were lolling in 1987.
I think they were.
I think people were lolling in like 2002.
He also said tech term, though. So, like, maybe it's not looking for... Well, it is looking for Word of the Year.
So wait, in 2012, they
Yep.
named a 1987 word
Yep.
the tech term of the year.
Well, the Word of the Year.
The word
Got
of the
the
year.
word of the year
Okay.
that was a tech term
Yeah, like it was slop this year.
because of its impact. Got it. All right, I'm there now. What was big in 87 that wouldn't be recognized until 2012?
I need another letter because PC is not enough.
No, it's no.
Could be like www.
Oh, yeah.
Was the web around? Like,
Yeah.
was the web around in
World
87?
Wide Web. I like that. I think it may have been like the inception may have been in 1987.
But wouldn't that have been Al Gore that tagged that line? Come on now.
What?
Never mind. It was a joke. I'm sorry. Didn't go over
Did he
very
create
well.
the internet?
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah, I think we should make a decision.
We're going www.
www.
Sure.
You guys agree?
I'm
Yep.
sorry, no.
Joe, Corey, and Evan, what do you got?
Corey,
Jif?
lock in. This is 7 points.
I'm going with Jif. I'm not sure if they were even out by then, but that's what came to my mind.
Say it right.
It's Jif. The guy that created it says it's
Peanut
Jif.
butter?
Yeah, but what's the first word in that?
See, you can't use that argument because then we'd be saying scubba.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna go with GIF.
Jif.
I said. Why? Wait. Why do you guys think that's the answer?
No, that's just what I thought it was. You guys can.
It's gotta be.
I have nothing. So
No, it's gotta be
okay.
GIF, Pat.
That's a-
However you want to say it.
Corey, what is the proper pronunciation according to its creator, Steve Wilhite?
GIF, but I think he had a speech impediment.
Is the GIF or the GIF a disc?
It's gotta be if it was word of the year in 2012.
Sure.
It doesn't sound right to me, but that doesn't matter at this point.
Someone was trying to bank in on that. Yeah, it's a disc.
It sounds terrible.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't sound like you do, but
Doesn't sound like it. We'll go with Corey, though. We'll go with Corey. It's definitely not a disc, but we'll go with it.
I'm sorry. No.
Oh, damn it. That was a good pull. I wouldn't have guessed GIF
Or GIF?
or GIF. Yeah, either one of them.
Yeah, he said it. He said it.
Anything coming up that we need to mention? Anything before we go?
Oh, faux finals.
We got a couple of weeks.
Why wasn't faux finals on finals day?
I don't know if it ever has been. Has it?
No,
I
I,
have
don't
no
think
clue.
so. It's usually I think it was the Sunday one year after the Saturday, but I think that's the closest it's been.
So this year they're skipping next week because New England Team Challenge, so it'll be the week after.
Yes.
Right.
I think it's Sunday. I should probably be looking
It's
at
the
it
19th.
before I
It's the
say
19th.
that.
Yeah, 19th. The day after Wing It or Sling It.
And the day of the 420 or the 419 tournament.
Okay. So if you failed miserably in New York Team Challenge, or if you're free that day, where's it at?
Prospect.
Show Prospect. All right. Any birthdays coming up?
Shout out Lemonhead John Kirby on the 7th.
Man, Pete Fitzsisti today on recording day.
We can do this twice. Mark Hay is next Monday.
Okay.
Bobby Hallam
Bobby Hallam, yep.
on the 11th.
I think I had said Ryan Yadow last week. I meant Ryan Jeske.
Okay.
Ooh, too late.
AJ Angelus, wedge guy. He was the originator of the Angel Award for volunteers because he did a lot of volunteer work. Just a buddy of mine, Mark Lewis, his birthday's coming up. And Al, her birthday's coming up. Anybody else? No? All right. Well, thank you, Alex, Randy, Tim, Evan, Corey, Jaimen, Joe, and thanks, Brian Bickersmith, for coming on and adding his humble opinions about the New York Team Challenge. That was fun. And sweet up, Hudson.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Pat.
Pat.
Thanks, everybody.